back in time to planet Earth in the year 2021 to bring you a special guest. He saved the galaxy once before with the power of rock and roll, and I believe that he can do it again, right here, right now. He's finally here, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get ready for the one and only Ninja cannons climb aboard together, weather every storm. No man, the cannons draw your sword. They'll remember us forevermore. For glory and adventure, we sail the seven seas, an ancient quest for treasure, a tale of destiny. And if it takes forever, I'll see us rich and free. And if we band together, so it shall be. Oh man, the cannons climb aboard together, weather every storm. Oh man, the cannons draw your sword. They'll remember us forever.
we are live today with Void Arkin, who you cannot currently hear, and Borderlands 2. It is pretty much the finale of the main story, as I have mentioned. There you go. Void just pressed the go button. I'm playing a Micromancer. I don't know what else to say besides we're gonna destroy. Alright, we're just clearing up some side quests, and we're gonna go rip Jack a new one, and his warrior. As you can see by the title, I tied it into Final Fantasy because that's the kind of nerd I am. So get hyped. We're going in. We're gonna unmute Void, undeafen ourselves, and shoot bandits. I don't know. Stick around, have fun. How you doing, Void? We're live. I'm live. I assume. Oh, he might actually still be deaf. I forgot about that. He also does that. I'm just usually done after him. Sawtooth Cauldron. Okay, I got this really bad sniper rifle. We finished like a wonky time last time. It was really late. Hey.
Hey.
I'm done before you this time.
Yeah, I also had an error on not on the stream or anything, but like there was you know the sound alerts I have. It was telling me that to like, oh, refresh the browser source because there's an error.
Mine used to do that, and I just gave up on it.
Oh, hold on. I feel like the volume might be a bit too loud.
So I did change our side quest to, instead of going back to Sanctuary, I set it to the Chosen One so we can find the echoes and stuff. Just so you don't get too.
Okay.
I don't remember if you were.
Okay. Oh, I forgot this is the rolling gun.
Decent. I'm not.
Your stream's not a slideshow, I think, so that's good.
Yeah, I really think that Final Fantasy. I think, you know what I think it is. It's a mixture of like the camera.
Maybe it's the online, or well, how much people you have to connect to online.
It might be that. It might be a mix of like the processing power of the webcam just killed it those 2, 3 times, and then mixed with the fact that like Final Fantasy went into Stormblood, which is graphically more, you know,
more intensive.
Yeah. So it could just be like a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things it could be.
So I'm not because like I'm not. It works every now and then. I'm not gonna complain too bad. Nothing's gonna stop.
I forgot. I'm out of SMG ammo.
Oof.
Was there a shop back there? I'm running back.
I think there was.
You can deal with this.
That's why I'm using this sniper rifle. Oh, I heard. Okay, you know what? Death Trap. Come on.
I threw a grenade back there to help you.
A grenade. Man, I'm excited to finish the story again.
Granada.
You know.
Oh, there we go. Ammo.
You know how I got Hades, right?
Yes, because you talk about it a lot.
Okay, well, you know that I realized that now I can get trophies off of it.
Yes, and even more reason to like perfect it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, man.
That's what I like about like when they put games onto, for example, you have older games.
Yeah, when they port over older games.
Yeah, when they bring older games or games that didn't have trophies before, and then they give them achievements and trophies.
Like Final
so then
Fantasy
like 9. It gives you more incentive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I hate about FF9 is that they made the jump rope an
Obviously.
achievement, and it's just like that effing sucks.
I don't understand. This happens every time I'm in this area, by the way. I don't understand where that side quest is.
Above us.
Above us?
Yeah, there's a building above us.
Oh, every time.
Remember?
We had this conversation
talked about this before.
time. Yep.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so
There was. I think you got up there or something before.
No.
While I was doing the quest.
We went under, and to get up there, we need to unlock the elevator that is beneath us in the complex itself. And I don't remember if we have the side quest for that yet, or if we need to hand in a couple quests and come back. I just know, like, we can clear up what we have now. I think that we can do the Chosen One quest. It shouldn't be too... Yeah, okay. Too hard. We just need to figure out how to get to Kai.
I might change my grenade mod soon. I'm kind of tired of the fireworks killing me.
That's a mood. Here we are. Alright. Pardon me. I just chugged my energy kick ahead of time. The only downside to
Ooh. Treasure clue.
The only downside to having a part-time job.
I found a treasure clue.
That's excellent. Those are the ones that like they're random drops, so you kind of do it as you're doing the rest. Oh, that was you. I was like, why is it losing HP? I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'm changing this gun.
Ah, you wormhole thing. Oh god, I hate that. I was like, what's pulling me?
Wormhole threshers, yay!
Yeah, they're always nice.
Man, JRPG is pretty much solid to win my poll.
Yeah, from what I can see, yeah.
I can't.
Do you know what kind of games you're gonna put up there?
Dragon Quest VIII deserves another shot. Chrono Trigger kind of cheated. Just like I put it up with Chrono Trigger, and there was no way Chrono Trigger was gonna lose. It is that much of a classic. I should have known.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put Dragon Quest VIII. I was gonna put up like games like games I had on the PS3, but I can't. Oh no, wait, I wasn't because
you're still waiting on the
yeah, because
thing.
the reason I'm playing another game is because Chrono Cross is the thing. So no, I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna put up. I think I might put up Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if it counts.
Have you beaten it?
No.
It is a JRPG.
It is, and then I'm trying to convince myself that I don't need to put up Tales of Graces. Besides, I won't be able to. I wouldn't be able to play it anyway. So.
I would.
Oh well, I want to. It's just I can't because it is a PlayStation 3 game. So.
I mean, if I don't know if Jenna would be using our splitter because I would just say like, hey, come take it for a bit.
Don't tempt me. Well, I mean, if I do that, I'm just gonna play Chrono Cross. Yeah,
I have to rework how I'm doing streams. Come next semester. Like Tuesday should still be fine, but like I have a lot of school on Thursday now apparently.
Oh man, I have to figure out how to reschedule my streams with Costco. Or my new job, I guess, if I ever get one. What's a PS3 game? Tales of Graces is a PS3 game, or a version that was only released in Japan. Yeah, Japan.
John, a PS3 game is a game that you can play on the PS3.
Yep. Or if you have a good enough computer, you can emulate it, but I'm not doing that. What I kind of wanted to do was add Tales of Vesperia as well, but then I was like, wait, no, I was gonna put.
I still have to play that one too, actually.
Mhm.
I have that now because we got it for like $20-something because I still haven't
Nice.
borrowed it from you yet.
Yeah, it is the superior version because. I love John going to slap you when he pulls the same garbage with you on other words.
Also, I think he needs a dictionary. I gotta tell him how to spell slap.
Salp.
Yeah, he's gonna salt me.
Yeah, no,
Whatever that means.
is that the quote? Yeah, that's the echo.
I didn't get the thing ready that I want to get ready today. I got so distracted because I watched like How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3 while doing some more Eureka.
Nice.
I didn't get the avatar thing ready.
Avatar thing?
Yeah, I was gonna have a little symbol for you that would light up whenever you talk.
Oh, right. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I just needed to make like a kind of like a chibi avatar. I was thinking about just taking your Twitter picture and making it like that.
Get all the
Like something stupid looking.
I'ma scalp you, boy, please. I just leveled up. Hang on.
I haven't. I'm like a whole bar below you.
Get me those ricochet things.
Ooh, it's firing at me. A gun turret up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't want to put Tales of Vesperia, but I kind of wanted to. It's just that Tales of Vesperia fits more in the ARPG, and I'm like, I need to find a.
Yeah, the Tales games are ARPGs, I would say.
Yeah, I need to draw the line somewhere so that things don't go in. Like, I need to have a plan as to what the polls are gonna be, so that things don't overlap for no reason. And then
yeah, like I can tell you, Ni no Kuni is not really an ARPG; it's a JRPG.
I guess Ni no Kuni 2 is more of an
because it's just picking an option, pretty much. You can move around and like. I love Ni no Kuni's combat because I feel like that's what the future of Pokemon will be. Or should
it's
be.
looking like what it's looking like that's what Legends is gonna be. I think is what the game's called.
No, it's not gonna be not like the what I'm talking about with like Ni no Kuni.
No, okay. Oh, that's the.
I'm talking about like you can like move in Ni no Kuni. You can like move around as the familiars, and then you just pick an option. Like you cycle through like between like attacks and like defending and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love it because they're just like the evolution. I love games where you can evolve. Creatures.
Oh yeah, 100%. That is definitely
I love those games.
I was addicted.
Like Digimon, Ni no
Ah.
Kuni, Pokemon.
So except okay, so but I want a level of control over the
I think there is for Ni no Kuni. I think it goes. The first one is automatic, like you'll go to something, but then you have a split for the last one.
That's well. So like, what I don't want is something like the older Digimon World games, where like you have a level of control, but you don't decide when it happens.
I just don't remember how much control you need to do to pick which one.
But no, but
I'd have to look it up for you.
that's fine. I mean, I
I
what I'm talking
I
about.
fuck. I actually really want to play that game again.
I'm definitely gonna put it on.
I wanted to like I played it long ago and beat it on normal with Jenna, and
Okay.
then I tried playing it on hard on my own. But like the game is like only really good for me after the third boss, in my opinion.
Oof. Yeah, I feel like it's,
Mostly because that's when you get to start collecting
yeah.
and
I do feel like
having
it takes a
more
while to pick up. I
ability.
haven't gotten to the point where it picks up quite yet. I just fought the rat.
Do I have an enemy near me? I'm alone over here, weren't I?
Yeah,
I was fighting an army on my own.
I'm trying to head back to the place we were at so that we can do the missions. Because like, there's no other quests left here. Apparently, I thought we had 3, but no, we're down to 2. So that's weird, but it is what it is. Yeah, so with Ni no Kuni's an option. Okay, cool. Dragon Quest 8 definitely an option, and it'll work a little better than a PS3 game because I won't have to like only stream it during the weekdays.
Any other options you have?
I'm gonna look. Golden Sun actually.
Ooh, Golden Sun. That's a good one.
I hear it's a really good one. So
I haven't played that in forever though.
My mom has it on the Game Boy Advance. I obviously can't stream from the GBA, but yeah, we've had it.
Yeah, you have to use an emulator.
I got to the point where you fight the Kraken, and I kind of gave up.
I don't think that was really that far in the game, but I
No,
did like it.
I doubt it. I know the game is really cool. I like the theme. I like the music. I was a child last time I played. I was 10 the last time I tried. So the memories of it are just broken, and I know that Andrew keeps gushing about the series, and Jim keeps gushing about the series, and I'm like, you know what? I wanna
Yeah.
these games because I know they're good, and everybody keeps saying they're one of the classics. I just, it's one of those games that I want to experience, and I haven't had the chance yet.
Yeah. I still have to take another shot at them sometime soon.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them, I think.
God, I'd totally be down to play that again. Just actually like get further than I did before.
I probably think
I don't remember getting that far in it,
I would
but
probably.
I remember liking it.
I would shove I'd shove one of the Etrian Odysseys onto it honestly, but I don't. It's not an option.
I mean, that's a JRPG, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They wouldn't win a poll. First of all, second of all, I've finished all of them, and then third of all, they're DS games, which makes it very complicated to emulate. Oh wow. Okay.
Not that hard. If your computer would only be for emulation, it's mostly your computer because
Stop
you're gonna have to
killing
emulate it.
things!
You're gonna have to emulate it and also stream it on the same computer, right?
Well, I did that fine with Chrono Trigger, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Because
Yeah, well, Chrono Trigger is an easier game to do though.
and I think that like,
He switched right before he died.
Yup, I think you can arguably say that Golden Sun's gonna be on the same level, so I'm like, alright, it's fine. But with a 3D game, and also I don't have a mouse, so I'm gonna have to be playing the touchscreen game with a trackpad, and
Do you want a mouse? I probably have an extra.
I swear, I probably have some. I have one in here somewhere. I just don't know where.
Just like I have spare keyboards as well.
So my dad lent one to me, and I know it's somewhere, but my wife keeps telling me it's in one place. I'm like, nah, it's not. So that's just a weird thing. Besides, I don't enjoy PC gaming in general. So maybe I'll find a JRPG on. It's worth a look. I'll look through my collection again. Things I haven't beat. I'll throw in a Shin Megami Tensei game just for my.
Another option would be if I can throw Final Fantasy 12 at you.
Do I have the PS2 version? Oh, you have the PS4 version.
Yeah, the PS4, the good copy with a steel case. Remember?
I should throw in a Final Fantasy game. I don't know that I want it to be 12. I think I wanted to add 6 to the poll.
Did you play 13?
Yeah, I finished it. I finished 1, 2, kind of like mid 3.
I think I was at the end of the game in 3, and that's it. That's as far as I've gotten in through the 13 series. I've beaten 1, 2, and I've got to the final boss in 3. Just never beat it.
I got to Caius, which I know is not necessarily very indicative of how far I was, but I wasn't statted up enough to fight him.
Yeah, there's a few different times you fight him, I think.
John says 5. I do have the PS. I don't have a PS3.
6. Oh wait, no. Do 4.
4?
4 because Endwalker has 4 content.
Oh, you're right though. Also, I hear 4 was awful, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. Apparently, it's very boring. If I could get my hands on the.
It's the one with Cecil and Golbez and Kane.
Yeah, I know. I know which one it is. I remember a lot of people saying, "Wow, this game's painful to play" for some reason. I was like, "Whoop."
Oh yeah, play 6 then. 6 is considered one of the best.
I want to play 6 or 4. 4 is a good choice with Endwalker, though. You've almost convinced me.
I know I want to replay through 4 before Endwalker at some point.
If I can get my hands on either the 3D version of 4, I would play it.
3D version of 4 is a DS game.
Dang. It has all the good content. Which one's the After Years? I know that's a thing, too.
That's a sequel.
Yeah.
Which I don't know anything about that.
It's been referenced in a lot of wiki articles, but I don't think I've ever heard it be good.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it be good, but I've heard of it. And it is the sequel to 4.
Yeah.
I just don't know when it came out because it might have been the first sequel that they did for a Final Fantasy game.
Possibly?
Because I know Final Fantasy X-2 is what I would consider the first sequel, but I don't know when 4 2 came out.
I think they actually released 7 sequel before 10-2.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I don't know when Dirge of Cerberus came out. And stuff like that.
It was a really weird game, but I appreciated it. Because I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, I swear I've told this story before, but I was like, oh man, this is Final Fantasy VII. I've wanted to play it for so long. I was like, why am I not a blonde dude?
I have not really played Dirge of Cerberus. I really need to actually beat 7 as well. I have the thing of, oh, I've gotten to the final boss in that game.
Yeah.
And not oh, I've beaten the game. It's oh, I got to the final boss.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, sometimes you get like stuck, and then you'll play it again in the future, and you'll be like, okay, I got past it easily. Now it's stuck again.
I don't know how to play this game anymore. I don't know how to play this game anymore and what my builds are a lot. So I just end up restarting, but I don't want to restart 7 because that's not going up on the poll at all.
Yeah, I'm restarting 7 Remake sometime because
oh, that's a good game.
I really want to play through it.
Yeah, it's a good.
I don't have the DLC though, the Yuffie stuff though.
Intergrade?
Yeah, I don't have that.
I liked it. I liked it because I like Dirge of Cerberus. I feel like some people who did not already enjoy 7 Remake and 7, they won't.
Yeah, it had Dirge of Cerberus content from what I remember.
Well,
like references and all that.
Oh, it's got more than references, my dude. It's got 2 characters straight out of Dirge of Cerberus. I mean, okay. Final Fantasy VII spoilers for anyone who hasn't played a 30-year-old game. 25-year-old actually at this point. Yeah. But in Final Fantasy VII, there's a point where you kill Hojo, right? You're on that power thing, and he ends up dying because lightning, and you push him down to whatever, right?
Okay.
So in Dirge of Cerberus, you learn that he didn't die. Much like Sephiroth, he threw himself into the life stream and took control of it in a way. And then, unlike Sephiroth, where he could channel himself through the life stream by possessing it because he's an ancient, or he has ancient genes, because Lucretia was an ancient, if I recall correctly. Either that or it's the Genova cells. I don't quite remember properly. Oh yes, there's a thing.
No, Lucretia was not an ancient.
So it's not that. So it's the.
No, she just had the genes put into her child.
Okay, so because
that's what I remember.
Because of the Genova cells, he had a little more capacity to control himself post-death, and therefore takes over. It's explained in wild ways in the actual game, but he ends up taking over the life stream, basically becoming the life stream itself. Unlike that, Hojo just possesses someone who was near death, I believe, in the form of Vice, who is the operative of the Underground, the leader of the Underground, which is a secret Shinra organization that's there to clean up their messes and stuff like that. And they all have like super mutant powers.
Okay.
you learn through the events of Dirge of Cerberus that Hojo survived or took over Vice, and then Vice is attempting. Hojo is therefore in Vice's body, attempting to reanimate man. They explain some funky stuff. How do they explain it?
I don't mean to stop you, but I found a goldfish in a bag.
Oh, actually, I think that is a quest later, so keep that in mind.
Oh, well, I know where it is.
Yeah, I think the Goliath that we're waiting for up there actually wants that, but we need another side quest to progress here, and I don't. I know Brick.
There's a side quest somewhere this way, but
Is that not the one on top of us? It is.
it might be the one above.
Yeah, it's the only one we haven't gotten yet. So I'm trying to leave this place. I hate this place, man. I keep getting lost. We have to climb back up and leave so that we can talk to Brick. He'll give us another quest to clean up all this nonsense, if I remember correctly. I just don't remember how to get out of here. Anyway, yeah. So Hojo in Vice's body learns of a prophecy attached to the life stream, which is basically, when a calamity or when the life stream itself starts expiring on the planet or is too corrupted, a creature known as Omega will arise, take the entirety of the life stream from the planet and pull it out so that they can find another host for the life stream. Essentially, meaning that life on the planet will be dead, but every reincarnated soul will come with it. And so, having taken control of the underground and everything, and Shinra itself, or what's left of Shinra, Hojo kind of starts kidnapping people and just tossing them directly into the life stream, hoping to corrupt it to force Omega's awakening. And you learn that there's one force that is there to fight Omega in the case where Omega reawakens too early. Can you guess what that force is?
No, what is it?
I'll give you a hint. The main character is Vincent for a reason.
Chaos.
Yup.
Okay.
So the final level of the game is actually pretty rad because you get to play as Vincent in his full-on Chaos form for like a solid level, and his stats get boosted because he gets like a fancy new gun, which is basically just him infusing his pistol with the Chaos energy, and it is glorious. It is absolutely busted how great those sequences are, and then you just take on Omega yourself, which, much like Chaos in Final Fantasy VII, is just, it takes the name of the Omega weapon, but it's completely different. It's a weird icon-shaped thing as opposed to, like, it's humanoid instead of the big old round four-legged bug.
Okay.
It's a weird game, but you have to keep in mind it is a third-person shooter.
Yeah, no, I know it is. I played like the beginning level of it.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, I'm trying to find there. It's all the way over there.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost.
I hate.
I'm gonna let you teleport me around.
There's a hill that we can walk up to the top. I just don't remember what section it is, and I hate going into the complex because it is so. Oh, this way. The stairs are here. I think. Convoluted. Yes, John. I know you want me to play 2. I don't like 2. I'm eventually gonna play it, but I don't like 2. I don't like Furion's design. I don't like Furion as a character.
FF2?
Yeah.
Yeah, FF2 also has a really weird system.
I don't like its weird leveling system, unfortunately.
Yeah, it literally, it's supposed to make it so you fight things that are stronger than you, but it just gets away with you just attacking yourself.
No, it's weird. I don't like it. Most of what they change, and I'm gonna have to buckle down and actually play it at some point because obviously it's not a bad game. It's just different. Right?
Yeah. Also, the Pandemonium raid we're gonna be getting in Endwalker might be a reference to it.
Right. I don't know how to react to that as a fact. It's there, I guess. I mean, I know almost nothing about 2 except who the main character is and who the final boss is. And even then, I'm pretty sure the final boss is different than he looks in Dissidia, because the Emperor, besides being a spellcaster, I'm fairly certain has a final form because it's Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a different form, I think.
There is a 2 reference in ARR MSQ.
Play Final Fantasy X.
I don't remember about the 2. So let's split. You want the one on the left? Yeah, it was Final Fantasy. Dissidia actually made me want to play Final Fantasy X more.
I love Jekt.
Oh man, Jekt is
I love the whole story with, hey, I leveled up.
nice. I just cleared the quest. So. Wait, does he have another quest on him, or? Yeah, Final Fantasy is one of my favorite series. I just have finished exactly almost none of the games, which is wild. Just there's such a
Oh, I've tried to play like almost every single one. I think. I don't think I've touched 3 at all. 2, I don't think I've touched either. 1, I've barely touched.
barring
But
11.
I've gone to the final boss in 4, gotten a little bit in, like maybe I don't even know if I got halfway through 5. Um,
Who is the final
6,
boss?
I got to the final dungeon. 7, final boss. 8, never been able to get past. I've got past disc 1, and that's about it.
Is final boss in 4 Golbez, or is it someone else?
Zeramus.
Okay, it's someone I don't know. I've never.
It's yeah. You need to go more in the story to know.
Yeah, because like so
Golbez isn't bad actually.
No, I recognize that. They super hint that in Dissidia. Oh right, we have to go through. Okay, I remember now. I completely forgot about that section, as I usually do. So we do have more than one area left to do, but not that much more. And it's a quick area, if I remember correctly. The game.
But no, Golbez is I think he's brainwashed or something.
The way I understood it via Dissidia, he's working as a double agent, sort of.
Well, in the actual game, he was
Yeah, Dissidia does its best to, because they don't. See, I say like the way.
See, I could go into massive FF4 spoilers if I wanted.
I don't want to go into super spoilers, but like the way why I'm saying it this way is because unlike like Dissidia does this weird thing where they don't explain everything, but they explain things in a weird way. So pertaining to the Dissidia plot, we don't learn that Golbez is working for anybody in Dissidia because he's just kind of there. And in case like I don't know how much you know about Dissidia's plot itself.
I don't really know that much, but I know a good amount, I'd say.
Okay, I'm gonna say for the rest of the stream, just general, just all around Final Fantasy spoilers. Just take that.
Yeah, Final Fantasy spoilers incoming.
All over it. We're talking spin-off games and everything. Okay, so
Yeah.
Dissidia takes place in a separate world, I guess, where a scientist named Sid attempted to create replications of heroes from across dimensions. Called mannequins, where you learn very late into the game that all your characters are actually just mannequins that have been imbued with the memories of certain people from other worlds, i.e., the characters from other games. Right? They're not aware of this until they learn about it from the.
I didn't know there was another mode to the fire.
Is there?
Yeah, look. The discs change direction.
But how?
I did the other trigger.
Oh, cool.
Like, look, this one rolls.
Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool. I did not know that was a thing either. See, these things I learn every day playing this game. Whack.
Dude, I'm teaching you everything.
It's great. I love it. It's a teachable. Oh.
Matt,
Yeah,
you okay?
I'm good. I just don't. That happened.
Remind me never to get into an actual car with you.
I mean, I don't have a license for a reason.
Me neither.
How dare you? Oh, Info Starcade. Right, we have a bunch of. Okay, we're not as close to the end as I thought we were. I always forget about this section of the game. Ah! Oh man, every time.
Did you swear?
No, I didn't swear. I'm just every time I play this part of the game, I forget that, we do all the stuff inside Sawtooth Cauldron, and well, there's no freaking point of doing it before you do the story content. Just you're not told that there's no point. Let me see where we're going. All the way over there. Cool. Sorry, because that's
Onward.
that's the quest I was talking about that we needed to get from Brick. It's just a story quest. He sends us to the Sawtooth Cauldron now. Ignoring everything that happens here because we don't get any XP from them currently. So via the events of of Dissidia, you learn like basically they all have their base instincts, and you get stuff like Cecil is like, man, Golbez betrayed me, but he's also my brother, and he's got this whole interior crisis.
You know that thing then, yeah.
Yeah. And then Dissidia does a lot to spoil stuff.
That Golbez reveal is supposed to be something like really far in the game.
Oh, they don't tell you it's his brother? He doesn't know?
Well, no, he doesn't. They don't know until the around closer to the end of the game.
Oh, I always thought that it would be mentioned early on.
Oh no, it's not.
Spooky.
Golbez was brought up to be like the big bad but he wasn't actually the
And
big
they
bad.
played this like so yeah, so they're like, and then Golbez is like, Cecil, I don't want to hurt you, I'm your brother, blah blah blah, please turn back. And then eventually Golbez mentions to somebody else, yeah, so like he thinks of me as a bad guy, but that is a necessary evil I have to do because to keep him safe or to keep things going in the right way to stop all the evil, the actual evil.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly as well, right before you fight the final boss, Golbez and like the old man on the moon fight the final boss before you do, and I think you control them for that fight.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, this video has this.
You can kind of guess what might happen.
They get their butts clapped.
I think so. I don't remember.
I mean, that makes it. You probably don't win.
I already know the way we're probably going to be getting to the way we're going to get to the moon in Endwalker is probably going to be the lunar whale.
Oh, we're not going to be taking the Basil's rocket.
No.
Thank God.
No, because the way they get to the moon in 4 is through a giant mechanical spaceship called the lunar whale. That was under the ocean.
Oh, the new. Okay, yeah. I forgot that the small people can get on top of the Goliaths.
Also, I think in Final Fantasy XIV there is some lore about Midgard Zormer is he was supposed to be the keeper of the lake.
Yes.
That was his promise with Hydaelyn.
Right.
And now it's more likely that the thing that was in the lake is the lunar whale.
Oh, so he's protecting the road to the moon?
Yeah.
Oh, is the okay? Okay, I'm picking these bits up from 14 here, but so Hydaelyn is basically the planet itself, right? The core of the planet. Is that what I'm understanding?
Kind of, yes.
Okay, so then does that mean Zodiark is the core of?
You would have to go through Shadowbringers and you'll have all of those answers.
Okay, so I don't. That's fine. So it's fair that you do not.
Shadowbringers goes into more about like Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you know the
Walker, I'm pretty
answers-
sure we're gonna be beating Zodiark.
Zodiark, yeah, because it's supposed to be an end to the arc, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because I was thinking like, you know, they're probably.
Shadowbringers is so good. I literally saw like I was actually watching someone doing the end to Shadowbringers and then the 2 patch quests after,
Mhm.
and I literally started crying.
Yeah, I know some people have mentioned.
I finally I've been training myself to actually like allow myself to cry,
Training, yeah.
and it's doing wonders. I'm actually being able to cry a bit easier.
Nice. I think that's a good thing. I mean, you're saying.
It's a good thing only in referring to me because of the fact that I can't usually cry
Oh, I feel
about
like
anything.
being in touch with your emotions is a good thing just in general.
Yeah, it's gonna probably help my mental health a little bit too.
Yeah, well, to be able to express
Instead of
your
like
feelings-
hoarding all that stuff.
Call the elevator, not on me. We're gonna have to fight some people. Mortar's gonna be a butt. Yeah, so yes, Dissidia does a whole bunch of spoiler stuff just by character interactions, which is kind of wild because like obviously
I can't remember. In Dissidia, didn't they add Xenos?
Xenos
Like in Y'shtola?
in Ishola was a character. I didn't play all that much of NT because NT story mode does not. They had apparently expansion content, but I don't have access to those because I didn't.
I know in NT, I think they added the villain from 11.
Yes,
'Cause I mean Shantoto's in the game.
Shantoto was in the game as of Dissidia Duodecim, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Oh, I love Shantoto.
So was one of the monk character from 11, if I remember correctly.
I don't know anything about 11. I'll eventually play 11, or I'll at least watch some content
Yeah,
about 11.
Her name escapes me, but yeah, Shantoto who kept doing the rhymes.
Oh, I love the thing between Shantoto and Ultimacia.
Yep. Yeah. She has some fun. She shows.
That is a legendary scene.
It was so good. Okay, so like with Shantoto, because to unlock Shantoto, Gilgamesh, and a couple other characters, you need to go through your files, right? As opposed to just going through the story, you need to either go to a specific place in the story mode, or you need to go through the files and find secret words that unlock secret interactions. And that's how you get Gabranth as well, I believe. Or was Gabranth? Yeah, they're kind of like secret, non-secret characters. And when you get Shantoto, everyone's kind of like, oh, they get to a certain place and the villains are like talking mad garbage. And Shantoto just shows up and she's like, you guys are pathetic, give it up. and then obviously they're like, we're like super powerful. What do you mean? And then she just wipes the floor with them. It is absolutely astounding.
Are you able to kill that? There you go.
Yeah, I'm good because it's got to shield your way. So I don't know. So I was like, that's great. I do love that. Just this little powerhouse of a black mage just completely destroyed them.
Yeah, just she's a Lalafell.
Yeah, she's just a small.
I also like her in World of Final Fantasy because she's in that too.
She's also in 14.
They love Square Enix loves Shantoto for the small actual part she played in 11. Apparently,
Yeah, she feels like an important character, but I guess
she's not.
That's amazing.
I think she was like an event character
There's like
that showed up for something in 11. I'd have to really look into it.
Yeah, like
But I remember her not actually having like that big a place.
That's kind of got the vibe from 11 characters, is that they don't really have huge roles, just in general.
Where are we in?
I'm just headed for this elevator because we're supposed to be headed that way, but I just. Okay, cool. So the city did a good job of showcasing a couple non-known characters, and then they obviously they had the hero and the main villain of each game, for the most part. So like they had for the most part I say because they had Warrior of Light and Garland, they had Furion and the Emperor, they had Onion Knight in his Onion Knight form, because that's what it'd be, and Cloud of Darkness in her.
Yeah, I think Onion Knight and Cloud of Darkness were kind of like that pair.
Yeah, the Cecil and Golbez. Then they had, which Golbez obviously is a more important character than the bad guy, but not antagonist wise. Bart.
We have Bart's and Exdeath.
Oh, it was
Terra and Kefka.
Oh my God, Kefka! Oh my God, Kefka!
I love Kefka. I can't wait till we fight him in 14.
He was so okay. So I could tell he's a really unhinged character, man. Just.
Oh, you need to play 6, and you'll know exactly how much.
I know exactly the kind of wild stuff he's up to, because I've it's been in top 10 lists all over the place, right? There's no way to avoid 6 if you're doing any kind of
Yeah, there's no way to get around Kefka spoilers. Learning about how unhinged he is,
and I learned about it via you will. Oh my God, you get it from everything. You get it from top 10 lists, or top 10 plot twists, top 10.
He's in the top 10 final boss music. Yeah, he's in top 10 villains.
I can't go to a final boss music thing and people are like, hey, by the way, can you guys hear the laugh in the soundtrack? Kefka's one of the best Final Fantasy antagonists. I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, dang.
I will say that because he also kind of succeeded in what he did.
Yeah, Sephiroth and Cloud, naturally. Then there was Squall. Squall had a fun art place.
I liked Arden as well from 15, even though 15, when I played it, wasn't that good.
Yeah, Arden is. They added him as the last DLC character in NT, and then I think NT's just dropped support. It's just dead.
But yeah, Arden, I really liked him as a villain.
I do hear he's pretty cool. And
yeah, he had a great.
He's got his own.
I just loved him as a villain.
He has his own DLC episode, so
I haven't done that yet. Still, it's mostly just because I want to play through the game again.
Yeah.
And I want to do that when I do it, but I just haven't loaded up the game. I was meaning to download on the PS5, so better console to play.
Yeah, I have I had it for physical. I think I traded it away. But now I have the free version on the PS Plus collection, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I have a few. Yeah, I have the. I have the PS Plus collection one too.
So that's pretty cool. What else? They had 9. 9, obviously, you know exactly who they had from 9.
Kuja. I liked Kuja as well.
Kuja and Zidane. 10 had.
Eject. They had
Titus Inject.
See, the thing about Eject. Eject was not actually the true villain.
No, but they couldn't put in Yu Yevon is the issue.
Yeah, and they also couldn't. Well, they could put in Seymour. Seymour was more of an antagonist than really Eject.
Well, you know why I think they didn't put in Seymour? I need you to pick me up because these guys are too far from my anarchy. Okay, good. Thank God. I think they didn't put in Seymour because they already had a bunch of spellcaster baddies, right? And Seymour.
Yeah, I also love Jecht's aesthetic and also his weapon.
He plays very, very interestingly as well. He's
I love the opening cinematic of Dissidia where the fight scene, and he's like 1v2ing people.
Which Dissidia opening scene?
It's probably the latest one, or
And-
maybe not NT. I don't remember if it's NT.
Which characters were present? That's a pretty good hint.
I'd have to watch it again.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're all pretty cool looking. It's basically like 1v. It's squad v squad basically.
Yeah, it's 3v3, I think, right?
That's an NT, but like what the trailers are usually like, nice, just Warriors of Chaos versus Warriors of Cosmos, which is pretty neat. Shoot, who that? Then 11 didn't have any representatives initially. They didn't have anyone. They didn't have Vaughn when they released the first game either. Oh, actually, when they released the first game, I don't think that 11, 12, and 13 were released as video games yet.
Maybe not. I don't know when it came out.
It was a PSP game, which is a hint of its age.
I think Duo
Duodecim has
didn't
the
it have like 13. That was like the latest it went.
yeah, because Duodecim adds in
Lightning.
it adds lightning as one of the main like they try to centralize the second story about because the way Duodecim takes place before the events of the original, explaining that the 6 new warriors of Cosmos that they add basically did something that triggered the events of the original Dissidia. So you can do the Duodecim story and then followed up with the main story of Dissidia with some added mechanics and added characters.
I also started playing the mobile game for a bit, which plays differently.
That was
It's
Opera Omnia.
Opera Omnia. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, with Duodecim they added in Laguna. Laguna. They added
Yeah, from 8.
Laguna, they added in Tifa, they added in Lightning. Who else did they add in? I know they added someone. Oh, Kane. Two more characters.
Kane's a good choice.
He played very fun too. Having another spear-based character was not a bad choice. They added Aerith as a sub-character, not as a lead character.
I find
I think I could get the small person on the shield too.
I can get this Marauder in front of me.
Oh, you're on the ground too.
Yeah, I was down when you were.
Oof. So yeah, the Duodecim added a lot of cool stuff. I'm trying to remember the last two because I'm pretty sure it was a six character party. They were all new. Oh, Vaughn.
I remember Noctis getting added to something,
He was.
but I don't know if that was NT and they just added him after.
He was.
But I remember like DLC and it was like, oh, Noctis.
Oh wow, he was right off the bat in NT, so he might have been added as DLC. No, I don't think he was added as DLC into Duodecim. That's confusing.
I actually think Lightning and Noctis might have been added around the same time in Dissidia.
Well, no, because Lightning was released as the most recent game, because 14 wasn't that big or wasn't out yet, and 15 definitely wasn't out by the time they did that, because Lightning didn't even have Lightning Returns to base off. I think that you might be thinking of Tekken. Because Noctis was a DLC character in Tekken.
I don't think I am because I don't know. I don't really care about Tekken at all.
Yeah, it's just he's not a DLC character in Duodecim either. 15 wasn't out yet. And NT, he was one of the starter characters. If you bought the game, because like if you play the free version, you just get obviously you just get the what am I trying to say here? You just get a rotation, but oh, we take out the big one.
I think it's dead already.
Don't look at the explosion.
I turned like as soon as you said that. I don't know if I did it.
Yeah, I did it. We got it. Gun turret, get out of here. So the City games have an interesting gameplay. They're just kind of weird in terms of like fighting games. Always.
Take the elevator now. Is that what you said?
Yes, we ascend Inferno Tower. And then NT did a weird story. At least they had actual bosses in NT. It's just woof. That's all I gotta say about that. I can understand. NT did a weird thing where like you can't obviously because the previous ones kind of doubled over as RPG games. You could technically grind out if you had issues and level up your characters to fight better and get better skills. There was a skill unlock system with the Dissidia and Dissidia Duodecim where you could like, oh, is Cloud level 100? Well, now he can chain a Brave attack into an HP attack for instant immediate damage, which is pretty good.
Huh.
there's a two reference. Oh, sorry. Which was fun. Like for example, if you had Cloud, his limit break was Omni Slash naturally. But if you did, or his X skill, I guess is what they call it. If you did level him up enough, he would be able to chain one bravery combo into Omni Slash 0.5, or yeah, 5.0.
Oh, he's blowing me up everywhere.
So he does the one with the split swords as an HP attack, which is really cool. You see that in meta, man. Kane would just spam Gungnir.
I kind of want. I didn't mind playing Upper Omnia. I actually enjoyed it. I don't know why I stopped, as usual.
It's a mobile game. That's all I gotta say to that. Let's go. You coming?
Yeah, I was getting ammo.
Sounds good. Yeah, so, man, I wish I could find PSP games that are nice. Oh, geez. Ada's brother is sending me things about his Unite games. He's like, yeah, Gengar is broken. I just 1v3, and I'm like, dang. I finally got to Great Rank 2 today.
Still haven't replayed it again.
Man.
Like I get into games and I just stop playing them.
I can only
because I want to play a different game more.
Yeah.
Or I just don't feel like playing a game.
I can like literally only play like a certain amount of games per day because after I play a while I get too mad and they keep queuing me with like really bad teams. Like a team that was like freaking 3 attackers and they never left their lane. Ever. So like I was an all-rounder with like a defender at the bottom and no one would rotate except me, and I was like, oh right, I really want to rotate, but this defender can't do anything by himself because we have 4 people on our lane instead of the one like that's harassing them upstairs and still somehow winning.
That's because if we want to play, we have to acknowledge that we're probably going to be paired with children.
I hate. Oh, you're right.
It's more of like it's making me think like I should just not play Pokemon Unite, just play a different one if I want to play one.
It makes me feel bad because like I really want to unlock like Absol or something because Absol looks really fun to play. I like Absol. I'm not bad with Absol. I've played Alola Ninetales. That's fine, but I'm stuck trying to fill roles when people don't know how to like play the game. I guess follow any sort of MOBA rule.
Yeah, there's no like full-on meta yet still.
Yeah, I can't say meta, but like you know what I mean. Like you still need a certain amount of like roles filled out. If you have a team full of attackers, things are not going to go well because you're lacking in either crowd control or just once you're done bursting, what's going to happen? You got to wait for your cooldowns to come down.
Yeah. Oh, we got to pick up that pet. I found the guy, by the way.
The pet is the goldfish you found earlier.
Oh, yeah. What else did we have to do up here?
I put the markers on the... Oh, actually, that's down there.
Oh.
We steal the crates for the bombs, I think. So there's...
I'm gonna go get the goldfish.
Sure. I'm just looking for the boxes we haven't gotten yet. I'll get some ammo, too. So, yeah. Pokemon Unite is promising, but making a MOBA for a kids franchise...
It is still pay to win, though, as we fully saw.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they did nerf Gengar, and I think that's why he... They nerfed Gengar, and he immediately had a glitch, and I figured out what the glitch was, because I looked it up.
Yeah?
The glitch was that every now and then, his Hex would do no damage.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so even with Sludge Bomb, it would just do 0 damage. Because I think they modified the scaling or whatever, and every now and then it would just pop out and do 0. And go onto its cooldown. Meaning that, since you're supposed to be a burst character and fights are over within seconds, you probably get killed. Alright, so now we can go back down.
I feel like they need to balance out Unite a little bit more.
Yeah, but like one of the
because like only having 2 abilities really limits you.
I agree. No, what I'm
because against the characters that have like the low cooldown abilities with the amount of bursts they have, they are the superior and they will always win. Retrieve stolen.
Oh, we need to. What's this?
That's just head back somewhere, and the other one was down below, I think.
We're supposed to jump off the the nests. I love this line. It's so good. I love Break for this one line. It's so good. Line I can't repeat on stream.
Oh, I know where this was. I went down there by accident earlier.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, you did. Oh, you mean that little like secret area?
Yeah, no, I was down here earlier by accident.
Yeah. We went there earlier. Trying to find it.
So I gotta go bring it back up down. Okay.
Yeah. Did you get the right? Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Unite Pokemon.
Okay, over there?
I think I'm good. I'm gonna have Death Trap soon, so it should be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just run through this area and use the elevator.
I want Unite to have more Pokemon too. Like I'm good with like just Pokemon I want to play. You know, I don't know that I want to play Blastoise. He's probably gonna be.
I would play Blastoise. I don't know what role he was, but I would totally play him.
I completely forget what it was. I think he's supposed to be an attacker like every other freaking Pokemon they're gonna add. I don't understand. But attackers, I'm thinking so far the meta that seems to work the best is you get one tank character, probably an all-arounder. Defenders are kind of meh, honestly.
Snorlax is actually pretty good. Crustl's good. Slowbro's the worst of the defenders, in my opinion.
So that might be the issue, is that I've tried to play him more than Crustle. I don't understand how to play Crustle. I haven't read his ability.
Crustle, I am a beast with.
Yeah. So Crustle's a thing.
Because I play Crustle as like an assassin.
I think that's how you're supposed to. Well, like that's probably what they want you to do, but also like
that's one of the builds for him, yeah, because of Shell Smash.
Yeah, and then you do
which
X-Scissor,
lowers your defense and raises your attack.
And speed. It raises your speed as well.
Yes, yeah, and speed.
Oh, that's fire, bro. Stop. So like Crustle, I struggled with. Greninja, I did pretty good with, all things considered. Even though
I don't have Greninja.
I'm not using half his mechanics. You can have Greninja for like logging in for 14 days straight, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the thing is that his stealth mechanics are kind of meh, but you do get a free like dash with him, no matter what ability pick you choose. So, his substitute allows you to dash out. A smoke screen allows you to dash out in stealth, and then double team allows you to dash out and have decoys, but the decoys are kind of like obvious.
Oh. Okay, that guy's dead.
But Greninja kind of... He's meant to have a lot of damage output, I find, but he's lacking, in my opinion. Like, he's supposed to be super strong, but his ult doesn't do that much. It just moves him and allows him to reposition. So I feel like...
Are we doing anything else in this area?
I think we're done after this. Let me double check while I'm mid-fight. Yeah, we're done after this. We have to go to the Arid Nexus.
Alright, I'll head to the exit.
Sure thing. Yeah, so the attackers are kind of easy to play, which I'm like, okay, cool.
I just don't really play them. I feel like I would like a few of them, but I just... It's also, like, as I said before, I kind of, like, stopped playing. Mostly just because I never picked the game back up again.
Yeah, I force myself to play at least once a day, pretty much.
Well, there are times where I literally don't feel like playing any games, and I just don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. That's where I usually pick up, like, a MOBA or something, and then I get mad at myself for just playing these games that make me upset.
The reason I stop playing games like that is because I think of, what am I really doing this game? Am I getting anything really out of this except for just a little bit of fun? And that really makes me not want to play games sometimes.
Yeah.
It's one of those things of, like, you should be productive.
No. Yeah, I know that feeling. Like, I need to make progress on a video game, and if I feel...
I need to actually see progress, because, like, for example, Final Fantasy 14, I can level all the jobs. There's a lot of things I can grab. Like, there's a lot of things I can work towards.
Well, that only keeps my attention in 14 for, like, a little bit, honestly. The Zodiac...
Once I get everything in 14, I will literally probably only play it if I have a static and stuff. My controller is doing something really weird.
So the Zodiac Age has a job system, right? The remake, basically?
Yes, they added yes. Each job you pick has a different license board.
Okay, that's cool. It's not quite...
How am I to get out of this?
What?
Alright, let me throw this down.
I think we're good. We can just leave. These guys don't give much. So that's the rolling one. It's slower to shoot, I see.
Burst fire. I mean, I think all of it's burst fire, but...
Thank you, Father.
I think it's faster to go this way, isn't it?
Yes. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. Okay,
Don't worry, I'm good at driving.
cool. Oh, I'm not. Boom! Yeah, I think I'll put I want to put Final Fantasy 6 on the poll. I really wish I had my anthology version. I have it on PS1.
You have what?
I have Final Fantasy 6 on PS1.
Final Fantasy 6 is really good. And the PS1 version actually has like cinematics.
See, we have a copy of, oh, thank you for the raid, Fox. How you doing today? 11 people. Hello, folks. My name, if you do not know me yet, is Pyrus Manaburst. I am, how do you write Dr. Joshua? Sorry, giving him a shout out. Giving them a shout out. Cool. I am a variety streamer, I suppose is the word for it, currently. There's a quest to hand in there. Currently, we're playing Tuesday with Voids, so we're playing this. I'm trying to be coherent here.
Yeah.
It's not working great. Recently, we've been playing a lot of multiplayer games. So Tuesdays we play with Void. Other days we play Final Fantasy 14 online, where we do a lot of raid content these days. But we're just at the end of Stormblood for those of you who are interested. Those of you not interested in that, we're currently running a poll. We're probably going to be playing a JRPG starting next week. And we're going to be running a poll on Twitter for that. So stay tuned for that. Follow me if you haven't. That's always kind of cool.
Hey, I got a trophy.
Heck yeah, and and then the rules of the stream are pretty simple. If I cuss, I gift a sub to whoever I raid because I'm trying to train myself not to cuss. So, welcome viewers.
Hello, everybody.
Also, if you're if you are coming in from the raid, it would be very appreciated if you refreshed your page so you actually count as a viewer for the stream. Just because otherwise Twitch is silly about it. Right, it's gonna want us to run into that, I think.
Yeah, I got out of the... I assume that's why I just got out of the car.
The earthquake dislodged the dang thing.
Oh no.
Oh, I remember now. We have to go to the pumping station. We have to increase the pressure. There's going to be like 3 pumping stations. Look at these puppies. Hey, does this place look any familiar?
Oh, you picked up something.
Oh, yeah, skag parts.
Does this place look familiar?
I don't think it should yet. My bad. Okay. Hey, wait, stop.
A lot of areas in Borderlands look the same to me.
Yeah, you'll recognize it once we get to the next area, I believe.
I think I have to go up here, yeah.
If you haven't recognized the name, you'll recognize it by the time we get to the next area, hopefully.
I'm assuming it's from 1.
Yeah, obviously, probably, yeah. It's the only other game there is in the series so far. Oh, there's a rack attack? Sorry, if you guys could just come back here so I can
There we go.
land an end gaming blow, thank you.
You need me? I don't think I'd be able to get to you.
I don't think you'll be able to get... Oh, okay, come on. Okay, oh, come on, game! Oh my god. Thank god I unmuted myself. I was worried I hadn't unmuted myself. I died because my guns were all reloading. That's what I get for switching out instead of reloading my guns.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an XP loader.
My god, the heck, I had a lot of shield.
Kaboom.
This is where I need a shock weapon, I think.
Oh, we got jet loaders now.
We've had jet loaders before.
Yeah, but I think we had jet loaders in a weird situation instead of like actual story content. Oh, we got Ion. Cool, don't like you. You know who doesn't care about your Ion Zone, okay, bad exploder.
That was a weird... I saw what the wheel did there, I turned.
What, did it glitch?
No, it was like... You would normally think, like, oh, it's just gonna do like a rotating thing, and it literally just did, like, it looked like it just changed at 90-degree angles.
That's
like, as if you were just animating, like, a PNG.
That's awful. I hate it.
I saw it, like, for a second.
Oh, we got.
Oh, that guy's invisible.
Yeah, the snipers. I think they are. Yeah. Listen, sniper. Just because you have a sniper doesn't mean I need to aim. Cool. It feels good to get XP from kills.
Couldn't get to Maya. Kill it. Okay.
You good?
I'm up.
Okay, so we need to get to the pump.
I need to get a shock weapon for this area, it
Do
seems.
you want to split? We could go one pumping station each. Should be okay.
Okay, let me see. I'll head to the one on the west.
Okay, so I'm in the right direction. Cool. We should be within walking distance, but I'm not quite sure. Wait, these things actually give me XP when I kill them, so let's actually get the kills. Bad doggo.
Actually, before I go in there, let me look at my weapons.
All these guys.
Think if I have anything shock related. I have a shock SMG. Oh, it's the Bane. I forgot.
Hugs to you too, Style Fox. How you doing?
I might have to equip the Bane.
Brain! I've been listening to the series on YouTube called One Marvelous Scene or One X.
Oh yeah, I've seen quite a few of those.
So, because overly sarcastic production participated in it most of the time, I was a fan because I liked the way that they disambiguated the one villainous scene, which was
I've also seen that.
which was the scene from it's all the same basically teams I think. The one villainous scene almost made me cry because they basically structurally showed why Castlevania was such a bloody good anime.
Oh yeah, I actually saw that exact.
Oh my
scene you're
god,
talking about.
it is so good, and I was like. Everyone keeps like, oh man, ha ha ha, you must be the Belmont, so funny, and it's so much more than that, and like, my eyes opened, and I got enlightened for like a solid 15 minutes. I was like, oh my god, Dracula. Remember when he was just a really bad egg vampire? Never again, oh gosh. Like, his whole characterization in that anime is...
They gave him pretty good motivation and development, I'd say.
And like,
I've never actually watched it, but I know about what happens.
Yeah, they didn't make like spoilers for Castlevania, I suppose, the animated series, not the video games. I'm not doing so hot. I suddenly just got tired, so that sucks. Might live later. That's alright, Star Fox. Take care of yourself before you take care of my stream, right? My stream's not worth other people's health. It's worth mine. I sacrifice my health for my stream every day. Don't be like me. Don't do streams, kids. Oh yes. So.
Stay in school. Don't do streams.
Yeah. So essentially, they characterized the thing about his cast. The characterization of Dracula in Castlevania is like, unlike other vengeance-based villains, he doesn't just single-mindedly do the thing. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't do it out of passion, anger. He does it out of like. Well, he views it as a necessity, which is what makes him such a compelling and enjoyable villain, I suppose. Which like got me like, ooh, all up in my feelings, man. That's my sniper rifle. I don't like that. That's not what I wanted to go in here with.
I know what we have to do. I need to go find a catch-a-ride.
Yeah, you need to run into it with a vehicle. Man,
I'm heading towards one, it seems.
Love losing all my anarchy stacks because I can't stay standing for more than 5 minutes. Elton John would be very ashamed of me. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for not being alive anymore. Give me Death Trap. This was a mistake! Did I just throw a grenade? Oh, it didn't work! I threw a grenade at the ion shield and suffered for it. Death Trap, please. Death Trap, there's an exploder right there. Do not let it get the kill. Death Trap, where are you?
Did it.
I need to know when they decided to choose Mordecai was Spanish.
I don't know.
It didn't feel like it was part of his characterization as a main character.
Oh, I thought I could go in there.
But granted,
Oh, I can.
I didn't play Mordecai all that much. I really wanted to.
I think I played him a little bit in one. But the character I played through the whole game as was Roland.
This is Roland, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not feeling like a little kid? I don't quite understand that. Oh, cause the yeah, Elton John joke. Gotcha. No, I'm actually sitting, John. I'm not still standing.
I have to drop?
Hmm?
Doesn't look like I have to drop.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, welcome.
We go down. We don't go down.
Oh, you do go down.
No, don't do it.
God damn it. I was looking down, like, that doesn't look like I'm supposed to go down. And then you just jump. I'm like, okay.
You followed me.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry. No, we go up here.
Do you know what he said in Spanish? I mean, I don't know. I don't know Spanish.
Oh, I should go on your stream, not mine. What am I doing? What did he say? He said, what did he say?
Oh, there's a ladder here. That goddamn, I'm stupid.
What did he say? He said, like, heal the...
I don't even remember what he said.
If someone could spell it out for me, I could probably figure out what he said. I know he at least said son of a whore. That's a thing. 100%. I recognize that. Who's trying to travel? Oh, you got to the good end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just out here fighting loaders. There we go. That should be the area you recognize. It's just before.
I can kind of recognize it just from the image.
Yeah, there wasn't any slag pipelines before.
Hey, Skag.
Roughly, yeah, exactly. Star Fox is right on it. But he also said something else. I don't remember if it was all in Spanish. He said pendejos a lot earlier in the game.
Love using this.
The Bane.
Yeah.
You can hear it. They save all the good stuff for the game.
Egg shock Skag.
Oh, fun.
Ooh. Big damage.
I'm kind of sad we don't get this area in the in 3. If we do, it looks completely different. See, look! Firestone! Which was the first town ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Brick.
So familiar. There's a junk loader here. 2 of them.
Yes, junk loaders fall apart. They have weird crit spots. I accidentally killed something because of my nth bullet. Literal translation is you whores, but it is used as an explanation. Yeah. 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 You speak Spanish, Star Fox? Fluently? You sound like you do. I only took Spanish 101 back in high school. Which, I don't know if I've told the story on stream before, but I'm in love with the story. Funny story. When I went to college, one of my friends was studying Spanish 101, right? And she's struggling with her studying at some point. And as she's struggling, I can see her having her study sheet, and she's got like a little, what's the word? A little. I'm completely forgetting what I'm saying. Exercise sheet, essentially, for studying, a study aid, essentially, that she's told to fill out, and she eventually goes. Oh gosh, another one. She's struggling, and as I'm looking over her shoulder at one point, I'm like, I point out an error on her sheet because she was supposed to figure one thing out and she wasn't doing it properly. Like, no, that's that, and she turns around and she's like, wait, do you speak Spanish? And I was like, well, I took 101. She's like, I've been struggling all semester. You couldn't be bothered to tell me this before? She's like studying for her finals. I'm like, I did not know this. Sorry.
Yeah, but if you tell someone that you know something, you'll just keep getting asked questions.
Well, that's not really a problem. Like, I like to think that we were good friends.
Current problem for me.
And, well, yeah, that's your current issue, isn't it? We have to find gun bits off these. We
Wait to kill things, get gun bits.
Yeah, so let's actually get to Uncle Teddy, I think is the one. Yeah, we're closest, so here we go. You're not fluently, but it is my heritage and mi madre's familia. Okay, cool. I spoke some at home, but still took classes in high school. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It's pretty cool. See, that's like me in French. Okay, except I speak it fluently. Take it back. You wouldn't believe it about watching me on stream, though. Every time y'all ask me to translate something, I struggle. There's a switch. I can't remember where the switch is. In the box somewhere, if I remember. No, don't reload yet. I heard Gungans. What?
Do we know where this is?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a switch that'll lead to a secret lab.
I wonder if it's this.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just, you know. Oh, was he a Zafford? Teddy Baja was a Zafford? Nah. I feel like. Oh, hey, there you go.
Oh, guns.
You're in Colombian language. I am fluent in South American cuisine. Good one. You said no spec. Oofy. Yeah, guns. We're supposed to.
I'm multilingual, but only in the way of programming.
That's still a language, you know?
Yep, it's. I make that joke all the time because they're called languages.
Mm-hmm. This remember TK Baja from the first game?
Yeah, I remember doing the zombie stuff with him too.
Oh yeah, he's in this one.
Oh, radio. I thought that was just it.
That was it for that echo.
Oh, okay.
No hablas las lenguas. Otro que inglés. No habla la segunda. Well, scar ate my leg. You have to open specific safes, I think. I can never remember which ones it are.
I'm trying to go through them all right now.
Yeah, you can't.
Got
Well,
There it is.
scar ate my leg. Oh, hey, that's a nice pistol. It's bad. Never mind. I'm sure this will turn out all right. Remember what happens when the bandit came to see him?
Yeah.
I love the first one's like, I'm hopeful. The second one's like, what? Oop, that didn't go how I thought. But it's just a complete. Now we know he was forced out by Hyperion, because Hyperion's garbage. Oh, if you like the TK wave, just wait until you see the new one.
Oh, there's a new one.
Yeah, I think it's a souped up TK wave. The blueprint. We need the.
Oh, back.
Just go to the quest board. I'll get the blueprint.
I don't know where to go. I was just gonna go around here and kill things because we need to pick some
Oh,
stuff
you can
up, right?
do that too. Just I'll get the blueprint. Is all I need. Click.
Wow, these things obliterated my health. Oh my god, there's so many.
Do we want to get the TK wave, or do we want to give it to Hyperion so they can give us their garbage? Oh, junk loaders, hey.
Yeah, it's like they're like obliterating me.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh my eye. There we go.
I'd say, have you considered removing it? But
No.
oh, I haven't. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Nice.
I say we do the nice thing and give it to Una, I guess.
I like Una better than Hyperion just in general. Also, I think the Hyperion gun is poopy. I just don't know
Yeah.
when is which, so let me double check that this is Una. It won't. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, wait a minute. That's not the TK wave. I've been lied to. It's his wife's gun. Oh! So every stream I have started recently has started with my controller going, "Hey, I'm dying." You'd think I'd learn my lesson. Bad junk loaders. Shoot me with no.
I'm just firing a few bullets and then just reloading to throw the gun at them.
Get him. Oh,
It does a good amount of damage. Slide. Didn't work.
they're being stinky. Okay, hold up. Oh, I love how all these wires split into a million things.
I should equip that that gun.
Remember Nine Toes? Those were the days.
Yeah. Granular ladyfinger.
I wonder if that gun's actually any good. Nope. Okay, I need to take a small bathroom break, so I'll be right back, folks.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you. Actually, you know what? I'll do the same.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back, guys.
Sweet. Okay. All right, everybody, we're back.
I'm back.
Hey, we're back at pretty much the same time, at least by the time.
Yeah, I almost fell, by the way, on my way to the washroom.
At RIP? Sir?
My leg was completely asleep. Have you tried walking with like your whole leg that feels paralyzed?
No?
It literally you cannot even bend your leg and you can't even feel your leg.
That does not sound nice at all.
Like I don't know if my leg was just asleep, but I'm pretty sure it was asleep because what else would that be?
I mean, it sounds like it, yeah. Oh, there's a whole bunch of parkour to get to.
But like holy crap. It was really bad. I still kind of had it on my way back.
As long as you didn't fall, I guess that's good. Bonehead 2.0. Oh, right. So this is one of like the world bosses, kind of, from the first Borderlands. Like, it really exists as a boss.
Oh, you were on that way. Yeah. I remember there being a boss over there.
So you know, remember Bonehead?
I think so. If it's the boss over here.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna be Bonehead 2.0 is a robot instead. There you go. Okay, Bonehead also still is annoying to kill us the first time around. I remember Bonehead was actually very high level compared to what level you should have been at this point in the game. 3k XP though, that's pretty good. Oh, he's got an SMG that's
What's this?
looking pretty. Oh, it's the same.
The lead wind blows. Got it.
Yep. It's actually this. It has the same effect it had the first time around, I guess. I like the Easter eggs this shove into this. Oh, there we go. God, I hate Jax so much.
God, Jack. Where are we going for the next one?
I don't want to sympathize with him because he's a piece of garbage. But I can't.
Do they try and get you to?
Sort of, yeah. It's because, mentally speaking, I can understand why he's in a bad situation. I just can't forgive him for actually doing what he did to Angel. Essentially, the way I understood it, I believe Angel is her surge of powers accidentally killed her mom and Jack's wife. Is the way I understood them explaining it.
Okay.
Which, obviously made Jack react in super bad ways. The problem is that when you're playing pre-sequel, that doesn't seem to come into play, so I'm kind of confused about that. Because all this suggests that he did this prior to the events of the first game. Like, Angel has to have been in the chair by the time the first game happens, otherwise she can't contact you the way she does at the beginning of the first game.
Yeah. Oh, wait, do you now?
I was going for one of the...
There's 2 quests over there.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking for the okay, it's right here. Cool. You can go back to this one.
I literally just switched it to there's 2 quests over here. I switched it to over this area because I'm like, might as well get both of these done.
Well, one of them's a story quest. The other is the gun collection quest. You need to...
Saturn. That's a big boy.
You found the boss, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're not too far from me. This wheel loader's going to get me dead.
I don't think I can actually save you and live.
Oh, nope. No, he did a lot of damage. Ow. My back has been weird.
Oh, a weed loader. Okay.
A wheel loader? That's right. Oh, hey, I spawned right.
God, I feel like I'm doing no damage.
I feel like... There we go. Did we beat Saturn yet, or is he just around here?
Oh, he's up there.
Oh, you're coming down, Saturn. Okay, we can take out his turrets. I remember that. There we go. Okay, Saturn, cool. Saturn is Kronos in Roman mythology. That's right. Okay, cool. The more you know. I'm gonna die from this.
Myself.
Okay, then I'll...
You know what I did?
What?
Threw a grenade.
So you stay down and...
He's dancing. He's dancing.
Excuse
No,
me?
he's not. He'll...
He's
If you're looking at my stream, you'll see it.
Construct 7. Stop! Man, this thing is so tanky. I never understand why it has so much HP.
It does have a lot of HP. I'm gonna switch to my other corrosive gun.
Alright, switching gun here.
Give me that leg. Gonna get your shins. I'm doing like 3,000 damage per hit, so.
Yeah, which is completely bat guano. Bat poop. That's the word there. When did I really...
Here we go. Gonna keep shooting him.
This game keeps saying I reloaded manually. I don't believe it.
His model is glitching around. I'm missing. Come on. Come on. 1 hit. Nope.
Did you get him?
2. No. 1. No. There we go.
Good. We both... Did you ding?
Yeah, I dinged.
Good.
Ooh.
Okay, let me just switch it one more time.
Better than mine.
There it is. In the trash? Yep. Nope.
Iridium.
Oof. The hope set has. Okay, cool. We can go back to...
Very wild.
And I'm hungry like the skag.
I guess I'm gonna start making my way over there. Oh, wait, there was another quest here, right?
I
Oh, you
got
got
it.
it.
Tacitor.
Here.
Tacitor is also a piece of garbage, but
Who isn't in this game?
that's a that's a question. I'm going to say Tina because she is a victim of everything. Yeah, I think I know where that is. Okay, so if I do this, it's not going to turn off the power. We're just going to shoot a little lower.
I'm gonna head to one of these locations because there's like nothing spawning in two of the circles.
Probably because we emptied them out. Oh, sweet, I got the power thing. Made my way to Zed's thing.
I'm just gonna throw my 2 turrets down.
That's good. You fighting that many skags?
I'm able to use 2 turrets. Might as well use them.
Attention, citizen of Firestone. Die. Good job, Zed. So this is the area we already kind of cleared out earlier.
I think I got all of the stuff here.
Yeah, we might have to like load in somewhere else. Finish this one.
I think there's one circle I haven't checked yet.
I hate these base, like luck-based drops. This
Well, the thing is, it's mostly just that we cleared out the camps before the quest started. Because I'm pretty sure they were gonna give us one of each in each area.
The problem is that to get the quest, you need to start clearing them out because the first echo drops out of one of the skags. I see skags over there, so that's good. But yeah. That's not one of the quests you get from the command, the bounty board. Phew.
Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking that much today. My head's kind of hurting today.
It's alright. I'm kind of quiet myself. I'm contemplating what my life is going to be like from this point on. It's quite an interesting idea. 4 years with the companies.
Oh, I know that feeling. Initially, when I was with Timmy's, and then when I was with McDonald's.
It's the longest job I've kept.
I just really want to get myself a job after I'm done college.
I've been at this chocolate company longer than I have been with my wife, so that's.
Yeah, that's something. I think we've done all the areas here,
Yeah,
unless
so-
things respawn, but I don't think they're going to.
No, so we can move on with the data mining, I guess.
We just gotta follow the trail.
We have to go up, I believe.
Up for that one?
Yeah, so you know where Saturn spawned?
Yeah, I guess we have to get up onto that, like.
The weird rail thing. There's an elevator at the end of the thing, and then we have to walk our way back essentially.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Do 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 do.
After the stream today, I'm probably gonna get myself some more food.
Kind of hungry too. I need to brush my teeth. I had a toothache earlier. I don't like that feeling. Two of my teeth were pushing together.
Oh.
I know those teeth are like, they are not at the same angle, so it is what it is. But how close?
I already know my teeth issue is probably gonna have to be resolved by like pulling some of my teeth.
Oof.
which is not a fun thought.
No, I can confirm. Not as. I mean, okay, it's pretty bad. I mean, I needed like painkillers to stop the last toothache I got, on account of just how bad the cavity was. You are a monster. You did enslave your daughter. Shut up, be a face. Nope. See? Lilith knows what's up. Oh, that wasn't a really big. What? I just hear and you go up and down all of a sudden.
No, I was like commenting on like what their noise they make is. It's like.
Yeah, it didn't sound like a lot of pain, honestly. Oh, there's a bad egg. Okay. Oh, right, it's got the turret. Oh. No turret left. Gone. Fire! I would like to have more than 3 anarchy stacks for a long while, please. Thank you. Oh, that's a bad egg loader.
Knock him over! Knock him over! Knock him over!
I don't think that's how that works, mate. Also, there seems to be a surveyor around.
Trying to get his leg.
Oh my lord.
Fall. Fall.
Okay, good. Good.
Well, you killed him.
Yeah, I kind of needed it. I was literally on the edge of death.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I was on the edge of death too.
Well, yeah, but you had more gauge left? There it is.
Ooh, iridium.
We're gonna see a lot of that at this point. What the heck? Why is this loader flying?
Why is he flying? Get down from there. Get down.
You gotta
There we
respect the
go.
laws of physics if you're not gonna respect the laws of mankind, young man. You think I don't see you? What do you think you are? Freaking... This
Oh.
isn't a MOBA, I can see you.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot him. There we go.
This isn't a MOBA, I can...
Oh no, that room looks dangerous.
Oh.
I'm hearing banging in the house.
Well, tell them to put a condom on.
It's not like that. God damn it. Fucking horn dog.
Horn dog? What does that mean? Star. Oh, I figured out what Star called me a weeb. When Star called me a weeb, by the way.
Yeah.
Completely without prodding. Ada just told me about it. Ada did not know about Ada.
She didn't know what Ara Ara was.
Yeah. Yup.
Also, the Mega Milk
Mega Milk.
shirt.
She wasn't aware of that. I mean, I don't know the origin of that one, but I do know what it means.
Wasn't aware of what the Mega Milk shirt was. I didn't know what it was until I saw it, and I'm like, oh god, of course.
Does she put them on her model?
It's like a PNG she puts over the model, and it's just like big boobs with Mega Milk written on the shirt.
Yeah, she also has mini milk or something.
Zero Milk, which is
Zero
just
milk.
flat.
The small one, yeah. Yeah, I saw those. Those are from before. Wow, that was early on when I started following Star streams. This guy dropped a turret on the roof of the garage. What are you doing, dude? No. We don't like slam attacks in this country.
Is he up there?
I know, there's one on the other side. You know what's great? Indoor fireworks! Of course, the game...
Oh, there's one on the other side. How'd that bounce and kill me?
Don't worry about it.
I was on the other side of the room, but
Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Might need some help.
Can you get the surveyor? No, it's kind of out of your range, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's kind of like a bit away from me. Thank you.
Ada. Honestly, I didn't know about Ada until like...
Ara ara.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like that.
Didn't know what.
I don't know how that sounded, but I literally got stood up and like whispered into my mic.
It sounded close to my ears and uncomfortably seductive, as it should.
I've never actually tried to do like. Here's the thing: I would totally play around with my voice and try and make different voices if I wasn't self-conscious about other people hearing me practice.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Where does this want us to go? There's no marker?
I'm just going back down the stairs.
Hello?
Turn in. Where?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Game glitch?
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary? For realsies?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's annoying. Okay, where's the nearest fast travel? I guess that's why it's not on the map.
Yeah, because there's no fast travel here, I'm guessing.
Because there's no fast travel! There's one over there. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go kill these skags down here.
We can also go... Oh, that's good. Skags are good. Skags are what we need. Okay, there's also another side quest that we could do in the next area over if we want to do that before going back to the sanctuary. Either that or we could just... Oh, they dropped one of the rifle parts. Just the gun sight left. Okay, so I think the Skags respawn.
If they respawn, I'm heading up here because this is one of the locations.
Yeah, I can see them on the map already. Oh, they already dropped the final part!
My eye is starting to like water up a little bit again. God damn it.
You look.
I'm gonna use one hand for a bit.
That's good. Alright, so we got that. That is also... Wait, what's that?
There we go.
Okay.
So where are we heading?
There's a quest to hand in here.
Yeah, hungry like a skag's over here. Oh yeah, it's the board.
Oh, junk loaders. Did that cut off mid-scream?
I love cut-offs, perfectly cut screams. They're so fucking good.
Oh, sorry, was that your head? That was the... Yep. This does not look like a machine gun. Because it's not. Okay.
I think I found a fast travel, actually.
There is a fast travel, but we could just go over the next thing and find the last of the echoes for Jack.
Oh, yeah, like right here?
Yep. Of course I'm saving.
There we go. I'm gonna drink some bit of water while
Skag!
the transfer's on.
Yada yada. I know I say like,
I also still hate how like people in our friend circle keep calling me a weeb
I mean,
when I'm actually really not.
see, that depends what they mean by weeb, right? I think that the meaning of weeb has been...
Like I also don't even watch anime that much anymore, so it's like that even that argument's gone.
But do you read the manga?
I do read manga, that doesn't mean I'm a weeb.
Well, I mean... Technically, we're not weebs. We're not weebs, neither of us.
Yeah, we're otakus, if we're classifying anything.
I mean, I'd hesitate that because that has a cultural meaning to it, so I don't think we applied on that one either. But
Otaku pretty much can just mean fan of something. Like, there are gun otakus who really love guns, and they love everything guns. So otaku is pretty much just a fan, like a really big fan of something.
Yeah.
From my knowledge of what I've learned.
I think that sounds about right, only it usually carries a negative connotation in Japanese culture on account of how it's...
Yeah, well, yeah, you usually aren't open about that kind of stuff because people can get made fun of.
Yeah, and usually...
It's kind of weird, in my opinion.
It's allegedly there's also like a negative connotation to it, allegedly, about like, oh, how you're more... It's more than just a fan, it's like obsessively a fan.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where, like, otakus are... If I recall it correctly, I don't want to be talking out of my butt here. One of the racks has it. Hold up, what was I saying? Right, so it's because it's more than a fan, if I recall correctly. It's like those people that will stay inside to consume whatever their media is, right? Whatever their otaku-ness is.
I've done that. To be fair, I don't go out really anyways because I don't really see it. Like I don't see a point in going outside really.
I mean, I don't like out of lack of necessity, yeah, but these people won't be getting chipped.
For me, it's just like, my dad tried to push me to go outside so
Yeah.
often, and it's literally like, I lived in a town where there was like nothing there. So like
Mhm.
the only thing I could do is like, oh, do I want to go into the dangerous woods?
No.
My turret was instantly destroyed.
I feel like
I might die here. Oh wait, there's a guy there. Can I kill you?
this is another one of a bit of a low, like a loophole or a plot hole in the story where he kills Tacitor by strangling him in this game. But in the when you see it happen actually in pre-sequel, he does it by beating the living crap out of him, if I recall correctly.
That's really a weird retcon, honestly.
I just feel like they just don't really pay attention to their continuity that much. For example, at the end of pre-sequel, you see a specific alien show up as a tease to the next Borderlands game, and we have not seen it in Borderlands 3 yet.
I heard about that, yeah.
So I was like, why? What's the point? Athena also has not appeared in Borderlands 3 yet.
I just realized our quest name is literally like works with my stream title.
Yep. Sorry, Jack. Don't mean to interrupt you. I just don't like you. Let's find a way to get to the Okay, hold on. Where's the hole in the thing again?
It's like right here.
Alright, so you're gonna get there first, just because that's where the fast travel is. It's all over there, on the other road. Handsome, he's wearing a mask. Do we have anything else to do here? Nope. We more or less chose to ignore the caustic caverns because they are annoying. And the only quest left is to do a round trip. You dropped your turrets?
Yes.
So walking, all I see is like barriers. I'm like, huh? Making my life hard for crossing, I guess.
Yeah, I also hindered myself doing it.
Oh, I missed the ladder. Oh, I did it again.
And don't.
I wish I hadn't.
As you know, those toxic people say. Okay, good.
Truebird. It's the Dark Souls of platformers.
God.
Oh my god, the more I learn about, so like a lot of journalism,
Game journalism is a joke.
it has a lot of it has irked me, honestly. Oh, we got it. We have to hand it in Firestone. Gotcha. A lot of it has irked me for one of the things. You know why, amongst other things, Nier failed its original like run in the Americas?
Because of game journalism.
Well, that's one of the reasons. Yeah,
I know.
Anyone critiquing the game, y'all have heard me say this before, most definitely. Anyone critiquing the game was like, they didn't even finish a single playthrough before critiquing it, so all they had to go with was the pretty basic story that's told at the beginning.
I remember looking at actually looking into the reason why, or I think I found an article that was explaining the reason why it didn't do so good here initially.
Yeah.
and it was a mixture of game journalism and I think a little bit of competition. Can't remember what it was.
Oh, it came like another ARPG had come out around the time. And...
I don't fully know. I'm gonna go.
Sure.
I'll go in here. I'll go over there. Okay.
Oh, you were. Is this where you were going?
I didn't know which way I was gonna go.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think the game deserved a shot a lot earlier than it did, but I'm happy that it got a reboot or a remake. Oh, yay, another one.
I'm glad it became like popularized again with like Automata.
Well, so you remember? I don't know if you remember or seen this, but when a couple years back, I want to say 5 to 10, game companies like EA were trying to say, "Oh, we're not making any more single player games because single player games are dead." Right? That's the final quest, by the way.
The Talent of God.
Yep.
I see end to this. Hold on. I think the other quest was like talk to a bunch of people, so I'm like running around.
That's the side part of this one. Yeah, we got just in, which is we go kill the radio host. But yeah, so a couple years back, 5 to 10, like I'm saying, game companies were trying to say, "Oh, single player is dead. No one wants to make single player games anymore." And those game companies,
I love single player games.
yeah, they never died. That was a fallacy. But the companies who were trying to spread that were like EA Games or
Yeah.
It was a direct quote from EA's executives, because they're trying to spread that. Oh no, game companies don't want to sell single players anymore. It's a dead thing. We make more money off live service, and EA is attributed. I think they attributed to EA for the obvious reason of like, hey, if we try to sell this and keep these games in the mainstream, then we can make more money than by selling a $70 game and making it's a $60 game or whatever, and then working on it nonstop with microtransactions, selling it as a live service as opposed to a video game.
Yeah.
And that's when EA got that really bad reputation of, wow, they just keep pulling money out of people's noses for no reason. And they have not lived that down. They've tried to by making some single player games, but frick, I think the last. Hello, Worm. Sorry. Sicko22, how are you today? Tonight? This morning? We're 15 minutes away from the 18th. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be streaming this for all of today and into tomorrow.
All the rest of today, yeah. Alright, so... Alright, we want ammo and stuff. So yeah, so EA out here making their foot in their mouth nonstop is pretty entertaining, but it probably contributed to the kind of like silliness around just single player games in that era. Not to mention, journalists will always like favorably look upon.
They can get paid. They can get paid off as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that's legal.
Remember Cuphead? The Cuphead.
Yeah,
thing?
I remember the Cuphead thing very well. Can you please increase your FOV? What is that?
Your field of view.
Don't think I can.
Like how much you can see left to right on your screen.
Can I? Is that
I don't know. I think you can in the game.
video? Field of view. Whoa, that's cool. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah.
For you. All right, cool.
I always change my field of view in
I'm
in Apex Legends.
gonna stick it at 90. It looks decent. I don't. Wow. Not in the business of usually, actually changing things for viewers unless, it's really detrimental to their experience. But this is pretty cool.
One thing we can do sometime is if we can get Troy on board for something and doing like, for example, like some battle royale games or like teams of 3.
Yeah, we should try playing Hunter. Oh, he doesn't have PS5.
Yeah, I downloaded it.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice.
I also downloaded Dead by Daylight because I want to try and like actually play it.
Oh, I'm not. I mean,
As well as I downloaded Plants vs Zombies because I always like that, and I've never played like the newer ones.
why is my chat so delayed? Because my computer's kind of weird with the connection.
Yeah, it's just your computer.
I'm using a laptop. It's not that great. C'est la vie. It's not as bad as it was the other.
If you want a different view, I'm also streaming.
Yes, we have Void Arkin, who is. Let's see if we can shout him out here. There we go. Who's there on Twitch playing with a different, maybe a less delayed chat? I'm not sure. No one's been speaking in his chat. So.
I've only seen 2 messages in my chat. you get more of the viewers than me.
Well, I mean, I did get Fox's raid, so that's like a bit cheating.
Yeah, that too. I don't call that cheating.
I mean, like we got to count it into the. Oh, you didn't take the. Okay.
What?
You didn't take.
Oh, I just started jumping. Here, come pick me up.
Oh, hello. You're in. Cool.
Yeah, you literally ran me over me so fast I went into the car. Like I instantly was in the gunner seat.
Whee! So it actually doesn't do any damage. It only slags you, apparently.
Huh.
There we go.
Crack.
Scrack! Sounds like a part of that one rap video. You know the one.
Oh no.
Lil Shaq, I think his name was. LOL.
I can't hit them that accurately right now, so here's some turrets.
What's accuracy? Could not.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't have that.
I mean, I have had really low anarchy stacks all game today.
I should up my field of view too, honestly.
I feel like
I think I played like Apex Legends at like 110 or something like that.
I was
Hi, Wormsicko.
never aware that was a thing. So. But you got Wormsicko now?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
I think they said they're doing good. So I don't think I need to ask the usual. How are you doing today?
well, it's 6 a.m. on their end, so.
Yeah, probably really more. Either up late or up early. I know for me, if it was 6 a.m., I would not be waking up that early. I'd be like up that late.
I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. Oh, 6:30. I try to push it back also.
Why are we worrying about this so much? Actually, hold on.
I'm not here for the gunplay. Here for the friendship.
Yeah, we're all about the friendship.
I hate the way these things move. They're like not annoying enough to be racks. I think I shot.
I'm very tempted just to do something that would kill me.
The grenade.
Yeah, grenade at one that's coming straight at me.
That sounds like a bad idea, yeah. There's surveyors getting involved now? Oh my lord.
That grenade bounced off your body.
Thank you for the follow, Wormsicko. Much appreciated. You are follower number 125.
At least Wormsicko's a real person and not a bot like we've been seeing a lot.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, okay, I don't want to talk about those too much because...
We'll summon them by accident.
Yeah, that, and you think we've had it bad? Like, ooh.
Oh, I've heard about some horror stories about that stuff going on.
Yeah, Twitch currently has something called hate raids, which I think is so annoying, of like 300 bots, I said the word, shoot, coming in and like just spreading all sorts of nastiness, just absolute bigotry, just over and over again, and it's...
Oh god.
Oh yeah, like it is always the same message by the same 300 accounts. Just
Yeah, like when I turned on my Streamlabs for the stream today, I also saw like another bot followed me.
The thing is that Twitch will purge the bots, right? I keep saying the word, here they come. Twitch will purge them, but not quick enough to stop them from actually saying stuff.
Yeah.
So
To stop like the harm they're causing.
yeah, so like bot follows are one thing, it's whatever, right? But like especially when it's just one, but when you get like a bot, here, okay, too bad, I said it like 5 times. I keep stopping myself, like, I don't want to get the Ada situation where, like, she had, like, 50 of them all at once.
That was long ago, though.
Yeah, it was.
maybe
but, like,
maybe I am a bot. Well, who knows?
Wormsicko, no! I trusted you! You are the chosen one! Listen, as long as
I have the high ground now.
Don't do it, Anakin! I have the high ground! Get him!
Who are you?
It's Hunter Hellquist. We haven't been picking up his news reports, but he has this, like, he does, basically he's got a Hyperion propaganda podcast that the people in Sanctuary listen to just for the funs of it.
He is tanky.
But he is, like, pseudo boss. Death Trap, go up there where you're useful. What are you doing? Not being useful, I tell you.
Go. Oh, okay. Turn around. There's a bad egg loader, and then I'm stuck in this little house.
It's okay, the elevator's...
Can I do enough damage to kill him? I think I might be able to.
I am here to help. You got him? Looks like you got him.
I got him. I'm stuck in here though because of my turret.
Oh, Hunter's still alive. Hello. You just dropped a turret on him!
Yeah.
I just yelled a little above average, so I think my mom's gonna come out of her room and say, "You're loud."
What's with the weak ass guns? That's a good question.
We'll just pick up the strongest guns we have.
We just haven't really been finding good guns.
Yeah, we're not really particularly trying to grind for really good guns at this moment. We're just here for the friendship.
Hold on, let's be video. Field of view. There we go. It feels like I'm playing Apex.
I mean, similar setting? No, not really.
I feel like I'm running so much faster now too.
New.
That's one of the alternative reasons why I increased my FOV is so that I feel like I'm running faster.
You feel like you're really Spider-Man. And I want Spider-Man 2 to come out.
I still have to play the Spider-Man game.
I mean, you say that a lot. It's
I say that about a lot of games.
yeah.
It's just about getting time where I'm actually willing to sit down and do it.
I just really
Like for example, with once I'm done that test on Friday and the assignment for Friday, I literally have 2 to 3 weeks between the semesters, and I could do something.
I'm trying to.
But I'm also keeping up with my little side project that I've been trying to work on.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out if we actually have time within an hour to finish this side quest, then go straight to the end.
You have a lady fist? Do I?
We do have a lady.
Yeah, I have this gun. I think we got this as a reward like a moment ago.
TK, yeah, the Una quest, Una Baja. Is the
Yeah.
the lady fist, which is alleged.
God, I feel like I'm running so much faster.
I thought we were gonna get the wave. I'm so confused. No, the wave is a random pickup, maybe.
Maybe if
What,
we
a
gave it
lower
to
on the
Victor.
gas station. No, you wouldn't get the Baja wave from Hyperion. Oh, I guess they stole his design, so maybe. I'm coming in.
At the car. Where are we going? Just up here?
Yep, we have a boss. Not a boss, but a special mob. I guess it's technically a boss. The spider abomination ant. It's a spider ant fused with a bunch of other monstrosities.
Where is it? I have to look.
Oh, you have to go. So this hole right over here.
Yep.
You follow the way.
Use it. Does crazy damage on a headshot. Yeah, I think I got a headshot on something earlier with it. It's just about using some of my other guns more.
I can't aim, so I'm not doing that.
I can aim to an extent.
Even if a person, was really good at the aiming thing, the anarchy kind of bones you.
Yeah, because you have the anarchy build, and I'm just doing support turret.
Not that I have anarchy at the moment. I have like no anarchy right now. Oh man, I get to sleep at least one day while under the unemployed flag. Where the heck are we? The dust?
I don't know.
Where's it trying to get us to go? Why couldn't it just fast travel us there? What is this?
That's a good question. Why didn't we just look at what fast travel was?
I feel
Is it in this map?
no. It's sending us to Three Horns.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm trying to zoom out like I'm playing Final Fantasy.
I feel like I'm going so fast, so I'm not minding this. Because it literally does feel like I'm going faster.
Oh, the ship blew up. Cool.
Yeah, I noticed because I got propelled forward and I just kept running. Literally didn't hinder me at all.
As one does.
Yeah, you guys could just fast travel. Yeah. But we're not smart.
I am not a smart man. When TDR weapons explode, they deal damage. What? No, 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 no.
Explosive guns explode.
People die when they are killed. Alright, somebody tell me where the heck we're going here.
Is this another...
Yep, it's
What,
sending
were we at
us...
You know what? I'm looking at the map. Over there. You know what? Where's the fast travel? We're just gonna go to that. I don't even know.
Oh, it's in Frostburn Canyon. We're supposed to go to where Lilith was. I don't think there's a...
Really? Oh god, that's so far away. You know what? Let's go back to the car here.
Yeah, there's no fast travel here at all.
Yeah, I know.
That's how that works, yeah. I will not stand signs on Pandora. Have you ever walked into a stop sign?
I've walked into a pole.
That doesn't have the same...
I just wasn't paying attention.
It doesn't have the same audio humor to it, I find.
You know those kind of like small poles that kind of put up to like stop like a car going through an area?
Mm-hmm.
There's one of those nearby where I live, and I was getting home and it was dark, and I was looking at my phone so the bright light,
Oh my
and I
god.
literally just like walked into it and it hit me in the dick.
Oh! Now,
Is there a faster way around?
there is
Oh.
probably. We could just drive to it. There was a, I was leaving my job at the stop,
What happened there?
and there was a bully mong. That's what happened.
No, I hit the bully mong. I know that, but like that's not what did the thing to me. I literally hit like a piece of rock or something.
Oh.
Dude, there's a pebble on the road. And as you know, the physics engine.
It's not very solid, yeah. Yeah, so
Just gonna get out of here.
leaving the Quiznos I used to work at. Oops, those don't work anymore. Leaving the sub shop I used to work at, and counting my tips. And as I'm leaving the store, there's a stop sign or a sign of... I'm not sure it's a stop sign anymore. And as I'm counting my tip, looking down, I run into it, and it just goes bang up all my change. And I was like, wow, I literally just became a Sonic character. Get it?
I miss getting tips.
I don't know if I'm
But
getting...
I also don't work anymore right now, so
You can get tips on Twitch.
yeah, but I don't do that.
I don't know how to
Uh,
translate audience to tips. It would be very useful if I'm trying to make this a job. Which I am. Well, I'm pretty happy today, though. I got a first donation for Extra Life. That was very exciting.
I still gotta think if I'm gonna do something for Extra Life. Because like I'm gonna be in school still and I just gotta figure out if I'll have the time.
Well, I know that like I shared my link today, and Martin from Tetraborn, amongst other things, shared it, and then no, he liked it. Then about 5 minutes later, I get an email saying, "Hey, you got $50. That's pretty rad." And then retweeted. I'm like, "Oh, Martin."
It's apparently here.
Yes, I believe it spawns in the ice patch here, down here somewhere. Maybe not. No, I've gone too far. Maybe we have to take out a couple things.
Is it above us?
I.
Because if I remember correctly, there was another area above or below us.
It's a big monstrosity of a spider ant fusion thing, so I don't know.
It might be.
I feel like this is where it's supposed to be.
I can kind of remember how to get to that location.
I feel like it's also on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the other area.
I don't-
It's obviously not here.
Well, trust me, we're not gonna miss it once we see it. It's shiny.
You're not gonna get tips from me because I'm a bot. Fair enough.
Okie dokie. That's fine. I mean, obviously. I'm not here to pull a DSP and siphon my viewers.
Yeah, I'm mostly here having fun with you. So
I'm here to make an honest living eventually. That's pretty much it.
where was the way out of this area?
I remember how I hate this area, man.
Yeah, I remember how you said that. I'm gonna go this way.
I'm going up here. Do I look like I have time to waste with you, level 1 Zeta? Oh no, you didn't attack. At least I'm getting some XP off him. Oh my gosh, it's a bad egg psycho. Look at that. Ooh, oh no, not another one. Got 3?
I think I figured out where it is. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting closer.
Oh, I can come over here. That should get me to the area.
I actually feel like I'm moving faster with this FOV.
The Spyco.
Found it.
Ooh, he's upstairs, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, 1 XP, huh?
Hold on, I gotta actually land a crit. There we go. I landed a crit.
With the ladyfinger?
Yeah.
Boom! Alright, I think that's it.
We're done here.
Back to Sanctuary, correct?
I think so.
Yeah, because we're not really... oh... Blocked?
Oop.
What's blocked? I guess we're going back to Sanctuary? Mordecai should have that...
How long have we been playing Borderlands 2? How many streams have we done of it so far?
I have not been numerating my app.
Well, it's more like we just play games together on Tuesday, and we started Borderlands 2. I don't remember how many streams we've done.
Let me check YouTube.
But we've also played like Remnant and Code Vein.
And we started with Remnant from the Ashes.
Yeah.
Then we played Code Vein. This is our 3rd game. Go hand that.
I'm gonna go hand in the quest.
Oh man, the Star Wars Visions trailer. Okay, sorry. I saw.
You liking my emote there?
There's a.
I made some like basic emotes. Like they're not that good, but like I was just like I need something, so I'm like I'll make these simple things here. I like the surprise Pikachu one more than the other one though.
What comes after the dinosaurs?
Okay,
The desert. I'm trying to figure out.
so we don't want to do the quest yet, or are we gonna go?
Yeah, we can go ahead and end the quest. Well, like.
It's just we can hand in.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. It's just in, but
I can't select where to hand it in, but it's
Yeah,
in. It says blocked.
I think it glitched. So let's just do the regular quest. Maybe we'll be able to finish.
Mordecai.
I'm trying to find.
Can I just talk to Mordecai here?
Vein. I thought it was. Yeah, it's just not working. I guess.
Gotta love when a game glitches, right?
Yep. Okay, I think we started Borderlands a month ago.
A month?
Yeah, according to my YouTube upload,
Okay.
a month ago, making it a month and 2 weeks at max. because that's how long the.
You said we weren't gonna go to the Costa Caverns, or
We don't need to. It's just a trend.
okay, let's just do the quest then. I think like when the quest showed up, I think I talked to Claptrap first, and that's why it says meet Claptrap.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you have to
yeah.
choose somebody.
You have to go see everybody except for Claptrap, maybe, or as an optional thing, and then Claptrap will get you to start the quest, if I remember correctly.
You guys can farm Hunter Hellquest for a bee.
Well,
Well, I died to him a lot. So
the bee is a very good shield for Axton on certain builds. I think it does weird kind of Nova damage, if I recall correctly.
okay.
I don't remember. It's a legendary shield, but I've never been one for farming.
Well, I know after we beat the game, we're gonna go into the DLC. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're pretty much do the story content. I was like, why am I still?
I don't really care about farming for like the good items yet. I'll do that like when I have to like try and go for a
When it's TVHM time, yeah.
when it's like trophy and all that.
Mm-hmm. If you want to do the raid bosses,
Meet Claptrap.
there it is.
It doesn't do Nova damage apparently.
No. Okay.
Follow Claptrap, I'm guessing.
You can guess I've heard of the shield, but I've never touched the shield. I don't want. Oh, this mission, right? How can you teabag when you don't have legs? Cancel Claptrap.
I actually like Claptrap.
You fool. You've been infected.
I gotta aim for which part of this thing?
The joints on the loaders. Joints to the eyeball. Aiming. What's that? Gage says. I'm only 12.
I should just switch back to my corrosive gun for now. When you have full shields, your damage increases by so much. It's insane.
It's an amp.
apparently.
It's an amp shield. Gotcha.
Ah, okay.
It's a really good one then.
What is my current shield? That is a great question, though. I have a winged shock Nova shield.
Imagine being. I was gonna make fun of Claptrap for being horny for a voice. Then I remembered the internet exists.
Yeah.
Get him. Whoa, your turrets are violent.
They are very violent. I was also shooting that one, though.
Yeah, I saw you had a corrosive gun too. Because there's.
The bee is the only good amp shield. Okay. I'm probably gonna farm for some like items at some point.
We can't do anything with those until the bear.
We can't shoot those yet.
Not until they come down. Don't call me friendo Claptrap. You're bad. Oof.
You okay over there?
Yes, Death Trap is existing. I'll finally have more than 20 Anarchy stacks, so that's exciting.
Throwing my turrets out if you need bubbles.
Oh boy.
Oh. Turrets are ours.
Oh yeah, he hacked it because apparently he can do that.
Your voice gets me mad moist. Whose voice?
I think that was in reaction to the internet horniness thing I said.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know whose voice they're talking about, but I'm here for it. Okay, how about
I don't know what voice, if he's referring to a certain voice or if he's just commenting on the thing from earlier.
man? I mean, we both have pretty sexy voices, I think. You know.
I've been told I have a good voice.
Have you been told you have a face for radio?
Claptrap is what he said.
Mm. Okay, I respect that. It's fine. It's good. Ow!
You okay over there?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Or I'll help weaken something.
I think Deathtrap's alive. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay,
Are we able to go in yet?
I think so.
Yeah, he was commenting for the thing earlier. I knew it. I mean, you knew it, but we both knew it.
I mean,
Say open sesame and then have someone not know or get annoyed at it.
really? Okay, but in this case, it might be like, it might be a little, justified that, like, they just go with Open Sesame because, unlike Magi and the Labyrinth of Magic, this is not where it came from.
By Claptrap. That was actually pretty funny.
That was definitely a very cathartic moment the first time I played it.
Finally, we can go forward with Claptrap. Stairs. Good. Claptrap can't proceed.
I wonder where that mentality was in pre-sequel.
Add all stairs. Make Claptrap useless. Gotta find Jack.
This guy's got a lot of gall calling us a child killer when I'm pretty sure he's killed children on his quest to rid Pandora of people.
Oh my eye.
Alright, so if I remember correctly, yeah, okay.
Shield. Ooh, that's good. When depleted, that's raid damage. I'm seeing if there's any good shields. There's not ever any good shields.
There's not ever any good F in the chat for that. That's just a light.
Jump my way through. We can unlock that, right?
Oh yeah, the wires lead deeper into the cave though. Ooh-wee. When's the next time we level up? Come on, game. Power loaders! The actual bane to my existence.
Yeah, I shot a split.
I think I got a shoulder by accident.
I'm gonna run forward a bit so I can just
We're gonna have
do this.
getting a Transformers replay here.
There's an invisible guy.
Naturally. At least we can actually aim at the invisible guys, not like in certain games where they're like, invisible guys, you can't click on them or anything.
Yeah. Haha, they're invisible? Yeah, they're also intangible.
Yeah. Invisible means that you can't target them. Unless you have an AoE in League of Legends kind of style. In Smite, I find that funny that it doesn't work that way because all your attacks are point,
Yeah.
not auto lock, except for like rare occasion of actually you click.
Jack may have killed children, but his mom ate more.
Oh. Oh, that's dirty.
It's dirty, but I love it.
Ooh.
I killed the turret right before I got knocked down.
I was about to shoot a grenade, but they decided otherwise.
Get me up. There we go.
Okay, cool, you're up. I need to get up too, so let's get this guy in the face.
Yep, just throwing down some turrets so I can just do this.
There you go. Oh, that's Brick. Hey, Brick, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Brick. Welcome. Join the party.
Yeah, Brick's here to help
Where's that
the raid.
black line guy? There, here. It's going over there somewhere.
What's up?
I was trying to follow the black wire to like open that thing earlier.
Oh, I bet it's at the end of this area.
I can still see the black wire going all the way over there.
Yeah.
Onward.
That's a pretty good movie.
Onward was a good movie.
It was. It's definitely different than I expected. I expected. Oh, hey, cool. Damn. I expected kind of a situation where it was a big fantasy adventure, and nowhere did it really advertise itself that way. So I can't be upset.
They lived up to their habit of thick moms in it too.
Thank you, internet, for those things I never would have before.
Parents are either mother's either dead or thick, or both.
Listen, she gotta be a mom somehow. What? I don't think that statement is relevant to anything that we just said, so never mind that, alright? Hey, get gone. Brick, don't be stealing my kill. Come on, man.
He's gonna steal all of them.
He's not even using his hammer. You frustrate me, Brick. Go play Monster Hunter. I wish we could have a pugilist class in Monster Hunter.
When your death trap killed the thing else.
That's fine.
Killing.
I got you. If you thought I got you, but good.
Oh, downed again. I was about to ask, like, when do you actually want to do the finishing off the Iceborne stuff?
I don't know. Do you want to do it off stream, on stream, just by ourselves? Because that affects it.
Wow, that's a nice graphical glitch up there.
What's going on up there? I'll see it on your stream one day. Hey, as you can guess, this part is the gauntlets.
I can tell. I'm also apparently very squishy because they kill me very fast.
Yeah, I feel like... I don't know if crits affect your character as well. I feel like they do.
I feel like I just get knocked down a lot.
I mean...
Even when I go in, like, my bubble.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same, honestly.
Can I kill this guy?
But because knock down, fight for your life is a thing, I don't complain too.
There we go.
That wasn't your bubble, that was an ion loader. Cool, big brain.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dead Trap.
I just have to stay in safe areas.
Oh boy, they got exploders now.
Oh, ion loader.
Fighting in
Hey, I
hell.
leveled up.
Nice.
Don't give me a sec.
3 times today. We get the turrets now, I think.
What can I get? I will take my time with this and F you over.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what to get there. What is this? Oh, hold on.
Brick's enthusiasm.
I think I opened the thing at the beginning, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You want to head back and check it out, or?
You can. I'm just gonna keep fighting here.
Alright, I'm gonna throw.
Because we're gonna be here, I am gonna be here a while, so.
Alright, are you good, or?
I don't know if Death Trap...
I'll head back just to see if there's anything good.
Oh...
Because a gun upgrade might be nice.
No, I'm dead. It's fine. I'll be respawning then. I need to charge my phone. This is how you remind me. I need to record.
Of what I really am.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. Was waiting on a different story. I really like Nickelback.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'll check you guys in the future. Thank you. It was nice to have you for a while.
Yep, thank you, Worms.
I hope you have a good rest of the day, because I think you said it was morning there before. That thing isn't open yet, apparently.
Oh, F.
Yep. I shot the thing that the wire was attached to, but I guess it didn't work.
I mean, I died. I don't know. Maybe there's more than one. That's always a possibility.
Maybe.
Oh, this is just a regular constructor, so that's good news.
Okay, I'm actually gonna pause and actually like look at my skills because I can get more.
Override skill next time I level up. I'm very excited for that. Am I gonna get it before the warrior? Probably not.
Is there really any point in me getting the other survival abilities? I might start going into a different tree.
It's the trap. I mean, I just get them out all out of principle. Woo! Death trap stole my kill.
Gun damage might be nice.
Gun damage always nice.
Or I could do. No, that's better. I got Sentry, so my turret lasts a bit longer and it does more in a first shot. Because I do have 2 of them, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good buff. Ouch.
I'll probably get that one up all the way to 5.
I wish I had a skill that absorbed electric damage. Ouch. Wow, we died.
I'm on my way back.
I died just as I killed the first thing in front of me. Oh, okay, we got a crit.
Oh, apparently it was over there.
Oh, I survived.
I'll let you keep doing that for a second. I'm gonna like look at what I blew up.
Heal. Bang, 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 bang.
Weird. Okay. I'll just come back here later if I need to be. I mean, it's not gonna be like good gear if I come back, but
No, I mean, compared to what you can get, yeah, not really. Can't wait to watch Umbrella lightsabers in Star Wars. That's gonna be whack.
umbrella lightsabers.
Yeah, if you saw in the trailer, there's a dude that like has or a character I guess that has a someone shoots at them a lot and they stick out like this long staff and it extends into a two-sided like umbrella.
They knew what I would try to do there. They put an invisible wall.
That's gross. We don't stand. Wow, I that killed me fast for some reason. Cool.
Like you see on the map.
Gosh, stop moving.
Can you see on the map where I am?
Yeah,
I jumped from this corner to that corner, and there was an invisible wall stopping me.
I think I've actually tried to do that before. More than likely when I was not alone. Okay, for
Well, I threw my turret in a really weird area.
story of my life.
Again, almost.
Stop.
My turret's on really weird areas. I'm coming over there.
I don't understand why I'm dying so quick.
Oh, we have a super bad egg.
Great. These Hyperion soldiers are annoyingly like small to shoot at. Cool, thank you, game. Okay, fuck you. Ah, I cussed.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's not gonna work for me.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. That's fine. I saw that coming.
I'm not gonna be able to kill that. Actually, I see a warlord over there that's weaker. Come on, come on, come on. Got it. Run.
And running. Breasts added. Don't arigato suckers. Okay. Yo, but this thing looks so jumpable. Why would they put an invisible wall here? It's so weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Super bad egg's almost done.
Yep, there it goes.
There we go.
Okay. Almost 4K. Man, this boss fight's gonna be great. Alright.
Pick that up.
Man, it can fly.
Oh god, I remember accidentally playing this game on a hard mode before, by way of not knowing that you could, or not knowing how to sell, like, buy things with Iridium. So I didn't upgrade the amount of ammo I had.
Right. I did that with the first game.
And my best weapon being an SMG really sucked.
Yeah. Oh, hello, friend.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this. There.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the sniper, I think. Never mind.
Trying to take out the Badek constructor over there, but
Yeah,
slowly doing it.
I'm on the ground again. What a surprise. Ion loaders are the bane of my existence. Thank you, game. No, my only shot at revival. Save me.
Yeah. I didn't think you could hit him at that angle.
I kind of could.
This is gonna knock me down.
Shoot. Okay, go, grenade. That's not gonna hit any of them. It hit something?
Ion, how dare you? I'm moving into it.
Right, they're awful.
Never mind.
You're flying.
Yeah, I know.
It stopped reviving you? Hello? Okay, I had a lag spike, I guess. Oh, I've got a massive lag spike. Not good.
There we go. Get behind the structure here. Get rid of the Ion, actually. Get out of here. There.
Spike, please. Why?
There.
Keep them out hitting, and I don't know why. Oh, that's why, because I'm super far. In lag. Why did the lag spike all of a sudden? Okay, the internet was fine. Okay, this is not the time to throttle my internet, ISP.
Well, they're gonna.
Hate them.
Oh, okay.
My bullets are hitting so slowly. Okay, good. We're making contact. For reals now.
I'm going for that Hyperion soldier there.
Alright, I won't shoot him.
Come here. There you go. There's a field turret over there. Dead.
Turret's not so bad, but I'm gonna try to take out the constructor's turret if I can. Shoot.
There's a weakened soldier in the distance if you can hit him.
I'm good.
God, keep getting downed over and over again.
Yeah, this part of the game's kind of rough.
It's also very rough because it's like we're two people.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get to you.
Let's see if I can. I can't go for it.
I'm hitting at an angle so that he can't hit me fully. Here, I'm running over there. Okay.
Didn't go great. You can probably take him out before you die.
No, I don't think I'll be able to take him out.
Oh no.
Even going for the crits.
Yeah, they have pretty big crit spots, don't they? Alright, it's fine. We respawn not too far. I won't respawn all our enemies, so.
Yeah, at least the enemies don't like respawn, and I hope the boss doesn't get the health back.
It probably will.
It probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Oh, we're all the way back here.
Yeah.
Did
What?
you see what that said?
What?
When I revived, it's like, between you and me, that thing that killed you is a total dick.
You think so, Hyperion? Why'd you make it that?
Oh, actually, it's almost dead.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just took a few pot shots at it.
I can kind of reach it from here. Oh, 6k! Run into those bullets.
I got it.
Okay, good. We're done here, which means we have, what, half an hour? Yeah.
Think we can beat it in half an hour?
If the final boss is next, I believe we can.
Cool.
I just don't remember if there's an extra area. I don't think there is, but I'm not quite confident enough to...
Ooh.
Like, I remember the Iridian Ruins usually have Iridian Phantom type enemies, but I don't recall if Borderlands 2 did it for extended periods.
New corrosive SMG, although I liked the previous one a
There's
lot.
a big old corrosive... No, there's a shock rocket.
Okay. It was good to have like a viewer talking for a while.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that. You know, Star Fox checks in and out. Wormsicko... I feel like I've seen the name before.
Well, they followed both of us today, so.
Yeah. Okay. He has a severe hero complex.
He's a narcissist.
That is a word for it, yeah.
He is also probably like a megalomaniac.
Definitely. Feel that.
I remember the character I wanted to make in D&D that was supposed to be like a megalomaniac.
Was it Goater?
No, it was supposed to be like a sorcerer, like a divine soul sorcerer.
Mm.
And it was supposed to be like he fully believes he is a god.
Yep, I think we can finish the game by the end of the stream. Bit of ammo here if we need it.
Running around with this FOV makes me just want to like play Apex again.
There's a little checkpoint.
I'm gonna get some ammo and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need it. There's a lot of mobs in this fight. They're usually more annoying than the boss itself. In my experience.
Any good? Ooh, the class mod for me is SMG accuracy plus 20% and forbearance skill. What's the forbearance skill? I'm gonna look what that is. Where is it?
Beep, bop, boop, boop. I knew it. I won't get the override.
Forbearance. Oh, that's what it is.
This attack consumes unarmed anarchy stack. That's not bad.
Oh, okay. Well, what does my current one do? Class mod. Health. My current one is all about health. Okay. I can get away with getting rid of that actually.
Lilith isn't supposed to have purple wings.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Ha ha ha. Ow.
Place that. Do I have any? I do have some tokens. I'm gonna redeem some.
I should probably check that out too. Ah! Everybody chill. Oh, I've got another severe lag spike. Okay, interesting. Oh dear.
Okay. Got a lag spike.
Yeah. I summoned Death Trap and he spotted in like 20 seconds later. I was like, oh dear.
Vault of the Warrior.
Here we go. These little spots are ammo.
Okay.
Lilith! Oh, it doesn't matter if I go up to it.
Lilith, why are you purple?
Malag. I can't
Jack.
anything. There we go. Uh-oh, I lost my connection.
Oh no.
Right before the end of the stream, you love to see it. I hate that.
I started the boss battle.
That's all good.
Hiding. Are you able to join me?
I don't know.
You've been signed out of the PlayStation Network.
Oh, you're the one who lost it. No. So you're the one who lost the connection. Yeah, I'm
Shut-
online.
Hold on. We're gonna save and quit.
I don't think you have to do this solo. You shouldn't have to.
No, it's something with the PlayStation Network, I think.
Yeah, I'm still connected, so I thought I lost my connection, but if I haven't.
It might have been me. Like, I still have a connection on the stream and on Discord. It's just the PlayStation.
It says I can't join you.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the main menu UI to show up still.
Oh, I see, I see. What?
It's like doing the rotating, but there's like no UI.
What?
I might have to just restart the game.
Oh, that's pleasant.
I'll do that quickly. Let's just put that to a be right back screen. Close. Check my it still says I'm connected to the internet.
Just a random shortage of it.
Yeah, it was really weird. Hey, at least I don't get like those connection issues like I used to for whenever I played Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It used to be that like every dungeon I do with like Jenna and John, it would be like I DC at least once.
Ugh. It's gross.
Come The game's so loud.
You say
Like loading it up. I can turn that back on now.
Don't forget to turn your Be Right Back off.
Yeah, I remembered. You are now connected to PlayStation Network.
Alright, so I should be able to join. I can't join.
Yeah, it's not the main menu yet. It's literally just doing searching for new content, downloading stuff, blah blah blah.
Gotcha. In the Borderlands. I can't wait till Wonderlands.
What?
I can't wait till Wonderlands.
I still have to see the information for it. You can join now.
There we go. Is it gonna work? Uh-oh, it's taking a while. We're in, yay! Take 2.
There you go. Alright, you can take my inhaler quickly.
I was running a Storm King's Thunder the other day.
Oh really? I think that's the campaign like I've played in the most out of any.
Yeah, it's also one of the only campaigns you've completed, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the only one I've completed.
Well, there's Blueberry.
Oh, weird.
It's because
it makes so you can't just shoot from there. Okay.
Yeah. Can't cheese them. Yeah, so I was running Storm King's Thunder, and then there's some goblins, and one goblin shows up with a bunch of giant rats. And one of my players is like, goblins never appear alone, so there's not just one. And then, case in point, 2 more goblins show up. Also, I enjoy this funny little ability that goblin bosses have. They can protect themselves with another goblin.
Interesting. Why does the game sound so loud? Hold on.
I don't know.
Turn that down a bit.
I think this is Jack.
What was I gonna say? I don't know what's gonna happen to my D&D campaign though.
Yeah. Nah, I know you got. I don't have a solution for you, unfortunately. I'd love to be able.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna I have to move to a. The boss is almost dead, but I'm gonna lower the volume.
Oh, don't worry about it. You might want to lower the volume.
There.
Because final boss, my dude.
Where is he?
I don't remember. I know we can turn invisible. This might be an ad phase.
Maybe.
We might have just dropped.
But no, I think if I when I DM again, I need to oh yeah, he has a shield.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a thing. Oh yeah, there's a surveyor. There.
Jack.
But I was going to say, I think when I DM again, I have to make my area of influence smaller. If you know what I mean. Like I designed a kind of like a world. I should just design an area and have that and only really explain that area instead of working on all these other areas.
Yeah.
Because that really took away from what I could have used on the area you were in, where I was thinking, oh, I could do this for other things.
Forgot it had mandibles.
At least it's not a tentacle monster.
Not this time. So you have blood on your eyes.
Whoop.
Okay, so their lava will rise every now and then, so keep an eye on that. There we go. When Lilith tells us the lava is rising, you have to clap. Well, you do what she says.
Just jump up?
Yeah. No, you want to get onto a higher rock.
Yeah.
Warrior's weak spot is his chest piece.
Yeah, I kind of saw because discoloration.
Yep, we just need to break it open.
Break it open?
Yeah, see like that? Now you can aim into the weak spot. I think it repairs itself when it goes into the lava.
Behind us.
Yep. The warrior is the least annoying part of this fight, by the way.
Okay.
There is a bunch of
I think I fell with it.
and there's gonna be chrysalis scads. They're annoying as heck. They just keep infinitely respawning, so.
Picking up iridium on the ground.
I'm out of ammo for the lead. Oh.
Put down my turrets again.
God, he's got a slag beam. No!
Hold on.
Don't step on me, Daddy. Thank you.
I was just like trying to ladyfinger into the chest.
Whoa. Wow, the underside of the lava looks pretty cool.
Oh, please let me jump up.
To kill something. I can't.
Oh. Are you good?
Yes.
Okay.
I just need a one shot at that. He's very tanky though, I won't take that away from him.
Yeah. He's probably even tankier though because of
Oh, definitely.
because multiplayer.
There's something behind you and I can't.
That's gonna kill me if I help you.
Yeah, I can't. There's something behind you and I can't. It is. It's all the fire.
It's one of the things with the crystals in the arms.
Oh gosh, I just got him.
Thank you. I'm gonna put down a turret like immediately.
Can you do that while you're in fight for your life? Oh, you mean like once you spawn back? That's not.
Oh, jump! Oh, you're flying.
I mean, that's a word. Oh, nice.
Ooh, so much crit damage. You know
That
what?
was
Switch
a
to
lot
ladyfinger.
of crits damage, yeah. I don't know what that move is.
Did you see the model do that?
Where he like climbed up?
No, he climbed up and he just like teleported down again.
Yeah, because like, because we knocked him out, staggered him out of it, I guess. Grenades are good for breaking off pieces of his armor. I'm out of grenades. Wow, a rack just decided to make me aim not. Oh, I can fly.
I'm getting some ladyfinger shots on the chest.
Good.
Okay, gonna reload and then switch.
Lava's rising.
The lava's rising, but I haven't seen it come up to where I am.
Oh, I've been in the lava, so I don't know. I don't like.
I mean, where I've been standing, I haven't seen it like coming up to my height.
Yeah, it's got certain levels. I don't remember what the indicators are.
Whoop, gonna run away.
Oh, right, he can bust pieces of the territory up.
Got some ads again.
We have ads.
Oh, some nice good shots on it there.
Didn't like
Okay, switching back to my other gun.
panicking a little bit there, Lilith. Don't worry about it. Okay.
There you are.
Love that these things have cool names.
I'm gonna weaken this thing. And not actually kill it.
Ugh!
Oh my god. He stepped on me.
Tell me too. He's too big for this.
I'm not into that.
I need to find that crystal.
Oh,
What's up?
he slammed down on the whole ring. You know, I'm gonna.
Where'd he
I
go?
think you're healing, so I'll just kill him anyways.
I'm awake, so I'm good.
I need to start the anarchy. Okay.
Oh, that was my character because I got anarchy stacks.
Getting some good shots. There we go.
How do I always end up at this part with Jacob the rifle? Don't get it. I guess because I did Lynchwood before. There we go.
Come on.
Okay, good.
I just need to break off at least 2 pieces so I can get a better shot. Okay.
Good, 1, 2.
Switching to Ladyfinger.
I think we got him. We're pretty set. He fixed.
Oh, I know we're not gonna die.
Probably not.
Ladyfinger's really good against those Crystalisks.
Yeah, well, because the only parts you can hurt them on are crit spots. So yeah, I can.
Yeah. I'm switching to shoot. Getting a good, consistent hits with the Ladyfinger is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more ammo for this gun. Let's see here. This gun shoots like so many bullets at once.
Switching to Ladyfinger now, because there we go. Oh, look at all the rewards. Some in there too.
Oh, right, the moonshot. Execute. Oh wow, that didn't look that good at all. Congratulations, you've officially finished Borderlands 2!
Oh yeah, finally. It's been so long since I got it.
Oh, there's a legendary grenade mod here.
Oh, is there?
Sticky longbow caustic leech.
Sure. Can I just shoot you? Hold on, I want them to talk a bit longer. You know what?
Oh, you got the mask I think you can get?
Yeah, mask drop. There's an iridium over here.
Give me Moxie's endowment back.
I'm running around because there's still a bit of iridium around.
Yeah.
What's that?
The slag pistol.
Pick it up.
These racks out here ruining my day. What do you guys think this is? The little boss fight? Get out of here.
What's this?
23,734.
New playthrough mode unlocked. Congratulations, you unlocked True Vault Hunter mode, which won't be done anytime soon. That's probably going to be something I'll like turn on and I'll be like, okay, I guess we're going to start progressing in this.
I don't know if it's actually got a trophy for it, so I never really ever came close to doing it. It's useful because you can get like free loot that's above your level.
It would help me level up, I'm guessing, but it would also be harder.
No, it's more meant for you to do at max level, I think. But yeah, it's definitely more XP than you would get come the end of the end game when you're like level 40 and everything's level 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Yeah, that's the song in the opening of the first one.
Of the first one?
Yeah.
I thought it played at the beginning of the third one as well, so that's pretty rad. Oh no, you're right, it's probably...
No, there's like the ain't no rest for the wicked.
Yeah.
Money don't grow on trees. Yeah, that's the first one.
I also know that there's there's an assault rifle here. I might want to switch out for mine.
Is there really a use for money in this game? Like honestly.
Ammo?
I guess ammo.
Emergency purchases of elemental guns? Not really, honestly. Well, like, they take your money away when you die, but you won't run out of respawns just because you don't have money.
Yeah. Does that mean you can lose that way?
No.
Because I feel like it just scales what money it takes compared to how much money you have.
Yeah, it's basically a percentage tax on how much money you currently have. So you can't game over. Well, I think that's gonna conclude the stream, honestly.
Yeah. Just picking up all the blue and purple items. There's still iridium around. We're just picking up.
Yep. So I'm gonna head back to. We can decide which DLC to do next. I think the first one is supposed to be. Why don't we see? There's some big DLC. There's some seasonal DLC. I don't know which ones you wanted to do, if all or not. I felt.
Any of the story ones, I'd be really interested in doing.
So they all kind of have story to them.
Yeah, I mean, like the Tiny Tina one.
Oh, so that's
Pretty much any that are like a section of gameplay.
I think that's Tiny Tina, um, the Hunt, the Vacation Island. Actually, why don't we take a look? Fight for Sanctuary is the most. Is the last.
Yeah, Fight for Sanctuary is probably gonna be the last one we do.
Yep. Okay, so Dragon Keep, the Hunt, Camp, the Bad. That's two. Bad Creator of Bad Attitude. I think the Pirate is also one. And then the rest, the Headhunters are all for special heads for your character. Okay, so everything that's its own thing. Those technically have story content. I don't know how relevant they actually are, but they do have story content.
How are you all the way over there?
I died.
Oh, so put you all the way back up there.
Yeah,
Okay, it's giving me like a warp here. It's like I can't go actually get back to where you
I don't
are.
want to do that. Okay, so we don't want to travel just yet because it is going to start a cutscene.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, the first time you go. Well, I mean, we have enough time for a cutscene. The first time you go to one of the DLC, they do give you a cutscene.
Well, I mean more of like I'm going to leave the area here.
Well, do you want to get to the DLC that we're going to do first?
It's more of I'm trapped here right now, so.
Okay, I'll teleport us to one of the DLC.
I mean, we don't have to go to one of the DLCs. We can like just teleport there when we do it,
If you want.
because then we'll have like more cohesion in what we're doing.
Alright, so where do you want to go?
So we'll just start with one of the DLCs next time.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying. Okay, so you want to?
Yeah.
Send us.
We'll just see we'll see the cutscene like when we do it on that. So
I will send us to Sanctuary then.
that works.
There's a couple sites to pick up.
Maybe before we open, maybe before we go to the DLC, we open like a gold chest to like upgrade our gun a little bit.
Yeah, the first DLC seems to be Dragon Keep. There we go. We can hand.
I'm gonna hand that quest in.
Yeah,
It's also another quest.
that's this just in, and we should have gotten a quest from Candace, I think.
Hold on, I'm curious what this is. Raid boss, baby.
Oh yeah.
Level 50, difficulty impossible. You will die. Seriously. What is it?
It should be a rehash of the Warrior, I think. No.
Okay, well, eventually that'll be a goal to do someday.
Yeah, once we get to level 50. Nice, I got my Digistruct claws! But I only get it if I have Anarchy, and I can't test them out yet. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna mute so I can do my thing.
Yep, same.
Excellent. So we have finished just in time to end the stream on a high note. Thank you to everyone who came by. That concludes today's showing of Borderlands 2 with Void. Next time, we're probably going to be doing Bunkers and Bad Eggs or Assault on Dragon Keep, one of the most renowned and favorite DLCs from the Borderlands series. It's going to be super exciting, I swear. If you like Dungeons and Dragons and Borderlands fused together, well, Bunkers and Bad Eggs is one for you. If you like people coming to terms with their grief, also a good time to go to Bunkers and Bad Eggs. So that being said, we're going to raid somebody real quick, as has become the tradition on our channel. We owe them 2 gift subs today because I swore last second. Let's go see Pang. Let's go see Pang. He's playing Fire Emblem. Alright, cool. So stick around, folks, for the raid, and we will see you Friday night with Final Fantasy XIV, the conclusion of the Zodiac Brave series, the Ivalice raids, followed up by the beginning of the Omega Regs, more than likely. That's going to be exciting. Post-game content is always muy fantastico. If I dare speak Spanish a little bit. Sorry. That's a bit cringe that the raid isn't going through. It doesn't... For some reason, it seems to be buffering. Come on. I'll try running that quick. Okay, the raid's not working too great right now. That work? We have a raid in progress. Girl, where? Game broke? That's strange. Stick around. I'm trying to figure out these tech issues. This is strange. Oh man, am I just gonna get disconnected from the stream? How about I'll hop off Lens for now. Okay. Is the raid working? Okay, we'll reload this. It's just completely gimmicky. Doesn't want to do anything. Wow, that's a bit of a weird end to it. Still, stick around, folks. We're almost there. I promise. I swear. Yeah, no kidding. My bitrate's at garbage levels right now. Please, game. Come on. Come on. Come on.